Alright, so it's good to see everybody. Welcome. Monday Night Raw is upon us. We are like a minute away from the show going on the air. It is great to see everybody. I can see Ricky's already here, Victor here, Tony, my brother, here. Great to see all of you. Hope you're all doing well and hope you're ready for what should be a great episode of Monday Night Raw. And with that being said, the show is about to begin. The show is just starting off right now, as we can see. Yeah. Should be a good show, guys. It should be a good one, you know. Lots going down, as Victor has stated in the comment that Adam Pearce recently went live on TikTok, where he announced that tonight we're going to be having a number one contenders women's battle royal match for Rhea Ripley's titles, and New Day is also going to be taking on the Judgment Day tonight. So it's going to be, hopefully it's going to be a good show. My expectations for the show were not too high, you know, after the preview that they had posted earlier tonight. The preview said that we are going to be seeing Akira Tozawa wrestle. So when you see Akira Tozawa wrestling on a show, you know that the show is going to be, you know, a bit of a joke. But, you know, it's kind of shaped up okay, not too shabby. So let's see how it all turns out to be. Ricky, good to see you. Welcome. Great to see you, Ricky. But if you look at all the matches that are announced for the night, of course we've got this Ricochet versus Miz versus Reed versus Ivar in a high-stakes fatal four-way match. This one is for the number one contendership for the Intercontinental Championship. You know, of course, Gunther, last week we saw Gunther and the Miz kind of was being teased, and Miz was being basically teased as the new number one contender for Gunther's championship. But still, we're going to get this fatal four-way, which I'm quite positive that the Miz is going to win, and he's going to go on to become the number one contender for Gunther's IC title, in what seems to be a babyface kind of a turn for the Miz. So that's happening tonight. Also, we're going to be seeing Akira Tozawa in action. Akira Tozawa is going to be taking Shinsuke Nakamura. I cannot believe that, you know, we're getting this match. Also, I cannot believe that I thought that when Shinsuke Nakamura goes over to Raw, things are going to change. I thought that when Shinsuke Nakamura gets subtitles and he's allowed to speak in Japanese, things are going to change for him. We're going to take him more seriously. The WWE is going to take him more seriously. But now, look at it. I mean, he's still here fighting guys like Akira Tozawa. So I guess there is no hope for Shinsuke Nakamura at all in the WWE. The guy will be making a payday, but will not be taken seriously, that's for sure. Sludge, good to see you, my brother. Welcome. And he says that Akira is going to win with the help of Alpha Academy. Again, it's slapped in the face of Shinsuke Nakamura and the talent that Nakamura possesses. It's terrible, it's terrible. And we've got Sludge saying Bronson will be the new champion, which I doubt. I feel like Miz is going to win the number one contendership match and go on to fight Gunther. I think so, but we shall find out. Jonathan, good to see you, my brother. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hopefully everybody's doing well. Hopefully you're doing well, Jonathan. Great to see you. And I'm glad. Now, I'm glad that you enjoyed, and I enjoyed too. You know, it was after a long while that we actually watched wrestling. It was a great time. We had a lot of fun watching wrestling with you, Jonathan. Thank you for the love. And great to see you. Hopefully everybody's been having a great week. Great Monday so far. And hopefully we're going to get a good Monday Night Raw as well. Look who finally appeared for a watch along. Good to see you, my brother Victor. Welcome. Welcome. Hope you're doing well, Mr. D. Saying, Car, good to see you. AJ, what was Gunther's news? Didn't understand it. So, the Gunther news is that, so from what appears is like he's applied for permanent residency in America, and usually when you apply for permanent residency, there's a travel ban on you. You have to be physically present in America for a 30-day period from the time that you apply until you finally get residency. But for some reason, now, you know, from case to case, things differ, right, and situations differ. But what seems to be the case for Gunther is that due to very strict regulations, you know, residency regulations, he is not allowed to leave America for 6 months. Apparently he's applied for permanent residency, or maybe he will apply later on, but to strengthen his application, he just cannot travel. He cannot fly out of America for 6 months from now, and that's why he won't be able to go to Elimination Chamber, which obviously is going to be taking place in like a 3 months time in January in Australia, Perth, and that's why Gunther is going to be missing out on Chamber. Yeah, so that's that. and but he will be there in Germany. So when they go for Bash and Berlin at the pay-per-view that's going to be taking place next year in Germany, he's going to be there for that. But he's not going to be there for any international shows or premium live events in 6 months' time from now. So that's the situation for Gunther. And oh, really? That's interesting, Wicked. That's interesting. Hello, good to see ya. And I'm doing well. I played soccer early. I'm not laid out on the couch exhausted. That's good. That's good. Working out is great. James, great to see ya. He says, do all wrestlers need a visa who are not Americans? Yes. Everybody who's in America, who is not an American, needs a visa, let it be a wrestler or not. But for, entertainers, for celebrities, for wrestlers, they have a much easier path to permanent residency than anybody else, than any other skilled worker. They get their paperwork done per permanent residency for citizenship much easier, much quicker, and that's the pro of being a celebrity, of being an entertainer. Kali is a citizen now. Rusev's a citizen, I believe. So all these people who come in from different countries to America, they ultimately get citizenship, and the same is going to be true for Gunther as well. So that's that. Yep. But that's the reason why he cannot travel. But this is permanent residency. Citizenship comes after. This has got to be green card. And green card only. And Elimination Chamber in Australia, I wonder what time that'll be. It's gonna be late. Remember when we had, I believe, the Super Showdown from Australia? Yeah, that was quite a late show, and this one as well is gonna be no different. It's gonna be a late show as well. Tony, good to see you, brother. Welcome, and Tony welcomes back Samantha Iron. I like that. Of course, Samantha Iron definitely would want to see Ricochet winning the big match that's taking place later on tonight. The main event of the night, actually, it's going to be The Miz versus Ricochet versus Bronson Reed versus Ivar for the Intercontinental Championship #1 contenders match. Of course, Samantha Iron would love to see Ricochet winning, which is definitely not going to be happening as well. And love that, Tony. Once again, great to see ya. Is CM Punk coming? Now, Survivor Series, lots of speculation about CM Punk. After all, they are going to be in Chicago. People are saying now, the dirt sheets are saying now. If you're going to ask me, my opinion, honestly, is a yes. I think CM Punk will be there, but everybody seems to be saying no, so I guess we have to tune into Survivor Series, the premium live event, with very low expectations. But, I still, in the bottom of my heart, it's a little yes there, because I feel like it's gonna be a yes. I think that CM Punk will show up, but expectations should be kept low, because everybody else seems to be saying no, but my personal opinion, it's a yes. Let me know what do you guys think, if you think CM Punk's gonna show up on Raw. Seth looking like a walking banana. You're right, but I like those sunglasses. They look pretty damn cool to me. Yeah. I like those glasses a lot.
I'd actually come out here and talk about two other people. Thank you.
Seth Rollins coming out here and expressing his gratitude to Drew McIntyre. And I believe to Seth Rollins, to Sami Zayn as well, I guess. And Jonathan says, but to apply for permanent residency, do you not need to be in the country for 7 years? I don't believe so. For permanent residency, I'm not sure if laws have changed, but again, it varies from case to case, country to country. Also, you have different criterias, right? You have different routes to permanent residency. Some apply through family, some apply through their skilled workmanship, some apply through of course your other categories. So I believe EB1 is the topmost category, wherein you are a celebrity or a known figure, and then you fall into that category, and that's like the topmost category, and you get permanent residency very quick, very snappy. Then there's EB2 category, which I believe is a skilled workers category, and of course that one is if you are, let's say, a lawyer or doctor, somebody with skilled, you're professional in America, and you're giving something to America. So that's your second EV2 category, and then comes the family and everything else. So it depends from category to category, and Gunther definitely falls in EV1, which is why he's getting it so much sooner, the permanent residency. And here we are, Sami Zayn on his way out. Said as a top banana of the WWE, you know it. And Sami Zayn is here, but is he here to shake hands with Rollins, or is he here to actually get his championship? Let's see. Good to see you, Ritu. Welcome. Good to see you. The show is just getting started. The time zones have now changed, so the shows internationally are airing an hour later because the time zones has obviously changed in America. So the shows internationally now air 1 hour later than they usually did, which is great. Randy Orton will come back to go after Roman Reigns. I'd love that, James. I'm a big Orton fan, and I feel like Orton versus Reigns. One thing, though, I'd like for Randy Orton to be a heel. I think he was a born heel, should be a heel, must be a heel. Yeah, Randy Orton must be a heel for when he comes back to the WWE. Andy, good to see you. I hope you're doing well, brother. Great to see you, Andy. Welcome. Lovely seeing you here. Hopefully you're feeling good now. I wonder where Drew McIntyre goes from here. He has, if I'm not wrong, he has just signed an extension with the WWE. He's renewed his contract. 1 second. Let me pull it up because I read something like that when I was about to go to sleep last night. And now, these are not the most reliable sources, so, it could be or could not be true. But Ringside News, it's not reliable at all, disclaimer. But, of course, the rumors out there that he has logged in a new WWE contract. We're going to get more confirmation in days to come, but Ringside News, which is not reliable at all, I've got to say it again, they are saying that Drew McIntyre has logged in a new contract, so we shall see. Welcome, Drew. Welcome, my brother. Welcome. Good to see you. Okay, let's see what is Sami Zayn doing out here.
And since Saturday, I've been thinking of how I can repay you. Hang on. I feel like, let me stop you before you go too far.
All right.
I want to be honest with you here, okay? I'm really glad that I helped you out, and I truly appreciate that you appreciate it. That's not why I did what I did.
Looks like Sami Zayn wants a championship match here. 𝗕tique, Andrew, great to see you. Welcome.
Listening to them talk about how they run Monday Night Raw, and that's almost true because they hold every championship there is on Monday Night Raw, all of them except for one.
Wow, Sami Zayn helped Seth Rollins because he wants a match against Seth Rollins for that championship. It makes sense, I guess Seth Rollins was kind of running out of opponents, new rivalries, new feuds, so I guess it makes sense, but is this like a Survivor Series worthy match? Seth Rollins versus Sami Zayn? I mean, let's not forget, Sami Zayn was on the pre-show of Crown Jewel. So, does a pre-show star deserve to be in the main event of Survivor Series? Wait, what's happening? You guys were not wrong when you said that Seth Rollins looks like a peel of banana tonight. He does.
Stand up for what you think is right. It doesn't matter if you're outnumbered, if it's 3-on-1, 5-on-1.
Looks like he's gonna get it.
10-on-1. You stand up for what you believe in, and I dig that conviction, man.
Looks like he's gonna get himself a title shot.
Sometimes people like you, they don't get what they deserve.
Wow.
With the Judgment Day, they don't run Monday Night Raw. I run Monday Night Raw.
He's got to be kidding me, Seth Rollins here saying that the Judgment Day does not run Monday Night Raw. I run Monday Night Raw. I don't think so. The Judgment Day is the group that gets featured throughout the 3 hours, not Rollins. Not Rollins.
To get an opportunity at my title.
Okay.
Now the reason
Interested.
I knew that Pierce made you give that briefcase back was because after you left his office, I went in there. And the reason I went in to see Adam Pierce
What is happening here?
Sami Zayn,
Okay.
you have got yourself.
He's got a title shot. There you go.
It's waiting for you, baby. It's got your name on it. All you gotta do is say win.
Wow. Seth Rollins has said, Sami Zayn, you've got yourself a world title match. All that you've got to do is say, when do you want it? When do you want to fight Seth Rollins for the world title? Is he gonna be smart and say Survivor Series, or is he gonna be foolish and say tonight?
I gotta be honest, Seth, you're catching me a little off guard. I didn't expect you to come with that.
Wow.
I've learned the hard way how hard it is to get a championship opportunity.
But this guy's not gonna be world champion, right? No way is that happening. And he says, was dumb move putting the U.S. belt on Logan Paul unless it's set up for 𝗕𝗂𝗃𝗃𝗃. You know, I feel like Logan Paul as U.S. champion. Okay, Sami Zayn is getting so fired up right now. We'll talk about Logan Paul when we go to a commercial break, but wow.
Seth, I mean no disrespect. I love you. We go way back. But everybody knows you're not 100% right now. Oh. Cut the crap, Sami. Cut the crap. I'm not 100%. Let me ask you this. Are you 100%?
Come on. We're gonna get a random ass title match. Looks like it's gonna happen tonight. You know, true, I'm afraid they're gonna WWE the hell out of the match, especially if we get it tonight. You know what's gonna happen. It's gonna be full of commercials, and then we're gonna have some shenanigans. It's gonna end up in a freaking DQ if we get it tonight. So, I would much rather have it at Survivor Series because Seth versus Sami sounds like a great idea to me. But if it happens tonight, it's just gonna be a screw job, and we're gonna be the ones who are gonna get screwed out of it. All right, Sami. He's gonna be foolish enough to say tonight. Pretty sure about that.
Just say when?
He's gonna say tonight. Watch. He is gonna say tonight. Not a good idea. But I guess they're trying to make up for the fact that we're also gonna get Akira Tozawa in action tonight. So.
Well, Seth, I can't think of a better place or a better time than right here.
I told you guys so, right? Of course he's gonna say it. So he's invoked his championship clause, I guess. But he's gonna fight it tonight. He's gonna fight Seth Rollins for the World Championship tonight. It's gonna be a stupid ass main event. I mean, no offense. You know, I'm excited. I love the fact that we're getting a world title match on Monday Night Raw. But we know WWE, right? It's gonna be full of freaking commercials. Then the Judgment Day is gonna show up, and it's gonna lead to nothing. That's it. Cool. Cool. Now I have little expectations from this match, but let's see how it all turns out to be. Let me know, how do you feel about the match taking place tonight on Raw and what seems to be the main event of the show. And Ricky, once again, great to see ya. Scar, good to see ya. Hey Andy, sent love to you, my brother. That's right, we all sending our love to Andy. It's official, Sami Zayn is a new American Dragon. I like that, Tony, I like that. What is...
You should know better than anyone. Let mommy is
Did you guys see that? I didn't take a peek at it. So you're telling me
Oh, he got his briefcase back.
the same guy who screwed me?
He got his briefcase back. That's good to see.
Yeah, I know that smart guy because it happened to me. Did you buy that shirt?
Oh, that's funny. Is JD McDonough wearing a Damian Priest t-shirt? Okay. That is funny. All right, anybody who does not see the Judgment Day and Damian Priest interfering in the main event has got to be a dum-dum. I mean, of course he's going to interfere. It's out there that Damian Priest is going to go in and he's going to screw everybody out of the main event and it's going to lead to a DQ or something like that. So that's it. And Andrew says it'll be the Montreal screw job tonight. 60 times in the main event, and you know what? 60 times does not even seem like an exaggerated number, not at all. It seems like a very real number, Andrew. That's for sure. Yep. Definitely, that's what's going to be happening in the main event tonight. Andy, once again, much love to you. And I wonder who will steal Damian Priest's briefcase tonight. I know, right? Of course it's going to be happening. Now, Kofi and Xavier are out here, and they're going to be fighting Damian and Finn Balor. So let's see how that's going to turn out to be. The New Day versus Judgment Day, going to be the first match that we see tonight on Raw. Alright, and let's see. Drew will show up and turn heel. Now that's another equation that we are actually forgetting, that Drew McIntyre can show up as well. He did not show up in the opening act, in the opening segment. He has no other matches scheduled for the night, so he could very well show up towards the end of it and turn heel. That will be interesting. Now if he turns heel, maybe to help out Sami Zayn. I mean, I don't know. Either ways, it will be interesting. There's an interesting twist that could be coming in the main event with Drew McIntyre. We shall see. Danielson would tie Sami into a pretzel. You know it. Well, that's true. That's true. Look at the stuff that Danielson doing these days. Drew is heel, just definitely doesn't want to say he is. Well, if Drew McIntyre is heel, right, I can't picture him like helping Sami Zayn to win the briefcase, because to win the championship, because that would not be a very heelish thing to do, right? You're helping out a babyface. So I'm not too sure, but either ways, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens tonight. And we got Jonathan says, can somebody explain to me what does heel mean? You know it, Jonathan. I mean, what question is that? I'm pretty sure you know what heel means, right? Right? Pretty sure, Jonathan. But yeah, True says, just like True says, bad guy, villain. That's about it. I hope you're doing better, Andy, says Gary. Gary, good to see you, my brother. Welcome. But of course, all of us here praying and hoping that Andy is feeling better. He's going to be home soon. Jonathan says 21 minutes, and now it's the first match. That's right. Is it 21 minutes already? It's actually has been 22 minutes. And we are now on our first commercial break. And pretty sure that we're going to get the first match by the time it's like 30 minutes or so. Yep, that's it. Happy Monday night to all of you. Damian Priest may want to cash in, and then Drew McIntyre comes out and saves the day. Again, now, he's an interesting part again, right? I mean, if he saves the day, he's not a heel, because like he's helping out a heel. As True said, I believe last week sometime, that Drew McIntyre has been a neutral for quite a long time, and I think so too. Sometimes he's a bad guy, sometimes he's a good guy. He doesn't go out there and really prove himself as a bad guy, right? So he's been some sort of a neutral, but I'd like a full-on heel turn. I would like it a lot. We shall see. And True says McIntyre's a neutral. That's right, I agree with that. Definitely a neutral. And if Drew McIntyre attacks, he's doing it for himself. That's true. That's true. Not helping anybody else out, just helping himself out. And that's about it. James says Drew will join Judgment Day. That's going to be very interesting, especially, considering the obvious chemistry that we saw like a couple weeks ago between Rhea Ripley and McIntyre. I liked what I saw there. I liked it a lot better than Rhea and Dominic flirting every single week, right? That's cringy. But McIntyre and Rhea, you know that they were going to get dirty and down to business. So I liked it, and I would like to see more of it. And if Drew McIntyre ends up joining the Judgment Day, I think it's going to be crazy good, because, of course, he's going to add more value to the faction. And on top of that, there's going to be like this love triangle, this jealousy, and it's going to open up more doors to, craziness within the Judgment Day before it explodes and implodes, I guess. So that's that. But anyways, let's see what else do we have here on the Raw show tonight. Of course, the Fatal 4-Way for the IC title. That's got to be for the #1 contendership for the IC title, Gunther's championship. Then we've got this match that I don't want to talk about, but I still cannot believe that Shinsuke Nakamura has gone down all the way to fight this guy, Akira Tozawa, on Raw. I mean, I really thought that if he moves to Raw, or maybe when he's allowed to speak Japanese and get subtitles, that Shinsuke Nakamura will be taken seriously. But here he is, wrestling this man on Monday Night Raw. Okay, no offense to Akira Tozawa, but it's not my thing. Battle Royal to determine next challenger for Women's World Title. I like it. I like Battle Royals on Monday nights on regular shows. I like it a lot. So that should be good. But with that being said, we are back from the commercial break in the Judgment Day, now making their entrance. The match up next is this one right here. We're going to get Finn Balor and Damian Priest versus The New Day. The New Day already waiting in the ring right here. The graphic here says that Dominic and Rhea are going to be ringside, but Finn Balor and Damian are actually coming out by themselves here tonight. They don't have anybody ringside just yet. Now, on top of all of these matches, of course, we have our main event. That is a World Championship match, which is still to come. So, it should be an okay show, not too bad. But let's see. Alright, what else do we have here? We've got Jonathan says, I'm not sure. Drew just seems to work better alone, but who knows? Yep, that's right. Let's see. I mean, we also have seen his work with 3MB. Speaking of 3MB, pretty sure you guys all know that Heath Slater is now a free agent, right? He's no longer with Impact Wrestling. His status right now is of a free agent. So if WWE wants to get him back, there's of course doors open for 3MB. But also, let's not forget, Jinder Mahal and the Indus Share, they're doing nothing again. They're not being featured again. It's so weird with those guys because when they show up, the WWE wants us to pretend like we're intimidated by them, like we see them as some sort of threats, but we cannot get invested in them if they don't even show up week after week after week. And I thought, okay, the Viking Raiders are now injured, they're out, so obviously this opens up doors for Indus Share. But still, even with Viking Raiders, you know, as a group not being featured because of the obvious injury of Eric, still they're not using Indus Share, they're not replacing them with Indus Share, which is a damn shame. So I'm not sure what the thing is, but the Indus Share, Jinder Mahal, I guess it's safe to say that whatever Jinder Mahal touches, it just becomes stale. It becomes irrelevant, because that's unfortunately true. From 3MB to his own World Championship match with the Great Khali, and now to Indus Share, whatever Jinder Mahal has touched has become irrelevant. And I hate to say this, you know, good friends with Jinder Mahal myself, but it just sucks, I guess. But let's see what else do we have here. Really good to see you, gamer boy. Welcome, great to see you. With that being said, New Day right now dominating the Judgment Day. And again, I'm loving the outfit, the gear that these guys are wearing. I've said this before, I think last week as well. They were wearing the same gear. It just looks stunning. It looks great. Love the colors. And when are we playing Spider-Man? You want to play Spider-Man, Gamer Boy, live? We could do that as well. Why not? Jonathan says he may challenge Priest and replace him as a Judgment Day leader. He could. You know, the one thing about having stars like Drew McIntyre entering a faction is that they're gonna get a lot of spotlight on themselves and might steal the spotlight from the others. So that's an obvious, likelihood. But with that being said, let's not forget that JD McDonough is still a new member of the Judgment Day, or new recruit, or almost a recruit, whatever you might want to call him. So if Drew McIntyre were to enter the Judgment Day, he's obviously going to take a lot of spotlight off JD McDonough, and that might not be very good for him. So that's that. But you're right, yeah, lots of people not being featured. Jinder Mahal, Omos, the list goes on and on. It's sad, but what the Indus Share is so weird, because it's not like they're completely forgotten. They show up in weird backstage segments, such as talking to Adam Pearce backstage or something like that, but then it leads to nothing. We don't see them, so it's weird. It's super weird how they're booked, or how they're trying to be booked. Anyways, here we are now. Xavier was going for the cover on Priest. It's a 1 and a kick out, very quick kick out that is. And he says, did you read for NJPW Wrestle Kingdom? By the way, we have gone to a commercial break just like that. That's crazy. We came back from a commercial just for 3.5 minutes of wrestling, or maybe less, and we are back on a commercial break now. I don't know if you guys are getting a picture-in-picture, but for me, it's a full-on freaking commercial. But Andy says, did you read the NJPW Wrestle Kingdom event in January? We'll have Okada versus Daniel Bryan versus Moxley. The is a part of three-way for brand new titles since Finlay Jr. broke the belts. Yes, I did see that. Finlay Jr. indeed broke the belts. It's crazy. Okada, Danielson, and of course Moxley. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be great. Wrestle Kingdom in January. We might have to check it out, Andy. But James says, you think Cody Rhodes will finally get his one-on-one match with Raw? It's sad, James, but I think it's true. I feel like it's written in the stars. It'll happen. It will happen. He will finally get it. and I guess that's the reason why he hasn't challenged Seth Rollins yet. You know, we haven't had him go after the World Championship yet because they're saving him, you know, for Roman Reigns. So I do see it happening. Unfortunately, I don't want to see it, but I think we're gonna get it. Cody versus Roman at WrestleMania. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. By the way, Cage Match, right? Cage Match. It's an online wrestling database, CageMatch.net. They recently said that Crown Jewel 2023 was the worst, the absolute worst WWE Premium Live Event of 2023 thus far. Do you guys agree with that? Because I feel like I agree with that a lot, you know. Especially that main event that we saw at Crown Jewel, LA Knight versus Roman Reigns. And I've said this time and time again, I've said that I like Eli Drake or LA Knight. I like him a lot on the microphone. But in the ring, I'm not too sold on LA Knight even now. And, you know, that match, that main event kind of proved me right. I mean, it was stale. Of course, all Roman Reigns matches are like that. They're all slow. There's a lot of talking, lots of showboarding. But somehow with LA Knight, it got worse. And I don't want to put the blame on Knight. You know, lots of it goes to Roman Reigns. But that whole pay-per-view was just bad. It was a bad pay-per-view. Yeah, I guess I only had fun because we were watching it together. It's always a good time when we're watching a show together, but man, that was not a good pay-per-view. That's right. And True says, yep, that's true. There you go. Jake, good to see you. Welcome. Brooklyn Joker, welcome. Good to see you. I need to see Kofi versus Baylor more often. Me too, True. Me too. And we got Andy says, AJ, are you doing another live play? Would you like to see that, Andy? Okay. If you guys would like to see more Spider-Man live over here, we're gonna do it. Why not? We will do it. Sure. And James says, you think Cody, you know, I played it a little bit, just a little bit, and it seems like we're about to get to the good part. Seems like we're about to get to the part where we're actually going to have Venom on the game. So good part is almost here. So I guess if you guys want to watch Spider-Man live, we're going to play it. Why not? And True says Roman versus Knight wasn't actually that bad compared to most of the show. Yeah, I guess the show drained us out so much that towards the end of it, by the time we got to the last match, it just got worse because we were all like tired and exhausted. So I guess that's why, True. And let's see, Tony says the New Day are on fire. That's right, definitely on TNT. I like that. Thank you for that, brother Tony. My throat sometimes. I've been struggling with a bit of cold for like the past week and a half. It's getting better now, but still have got a little bit. But here we are now, back for the commercial break finally. That was about a 4 minutes of commercial. Yeah. Kofi Kingston right now up on the top turnbuckle. Nice dive on Damian Priest, going for the cover, and Priest kicks out. Brooklyn says, I'm calling it right now, Liv Morgan return and face Rhea Ripley for the... I would like that a lot, you know. I was thinking about Liv Morgan just like yesterday, and how long it's been, but I'd like that a lot. You know, Liv Morgan to come back, face Rhea. Actually, that's a match of my dreams right now. I like it a lot. Brooklyn Joker, I like it a lot. I would like to see that. Yep, sure. I would definitely like that. And let's see, Andy says, Roman wanted to control his only standard boring matches. As long as he's a champion, I'll tune out of SmackDown. Wow, Andy says, I'm not gonna bother watching SmackDown if Roman Reigns keeps running the show. That's big. I see, and Damian Priest now pulling up Kofi Kingston up on his feet. Finn Balor makes attack from behind, and Kofi in big trouble. Balor looking to... Oh my goodness, he was about to die for the top turnbuckle. Kofi Kingston approaches him. Oh my goodness. There you go. Kofi Kingston runs into Balor, and so does Damian Priest himself, running into Balor as he was placed on the top turnbuckle. Balor has nowhere to go. Kofi Kingston capitalizes on the opportunity. He's about to deliver the superplex on Balor off the top, and Xavier now with a nice elbow dive from the top as well, going for the cover on Finn Balor before Damian Priest gets in there and breaks up the damn cover. That's right. And Tony says, rumor IWG, that's true. It's true. That rumor is out there, and two sources have confirmed it. Now, people can be wrong, but this one seems like it's almost a concrete news, not just a rumor. Fightful have said that the NJPW Strong Women's Champion is actually, somebody that the WWE really want. They're very much interested in her. And then PW Insider went out and said that not only are they interested, but a source told them that she is expected to be at the Performance Center, and she's expected to be at the Performance Center sometime this month. So obviously a big star there, Stardom's champion, NJPW Strongman's champion, 𝗕𝗂𝗆𝗆, she could be going to the Performance Center and entering the WWE for good this month itself. It's pretty big news which is out there right now. That's somebody that AEW also is quite interested in earlier this year. With that being said, Finn Balor and Damian Priest, the Judgment Day, pick up the victory over, the New Day. Yeah, that's right. The Judgment Day pick up the victory over the New Day. I got a little bit confused with the days over there, but that's right. The Judgment Day, they are victorious. And let's see, True says Mysterio versus Paul, Rhea Bailey, Silver Pants were good highlights. That's true. And Mysterio versus Paul, that turned out to be one of my favorite matches of the night. I was not expecting for it to happen, but wow, it was a good match. And Logan Paul once again proved to us that he has great in-ring presence. I'm pretty sure we all remember when Mysterio went for the springboard, right? And his head was almost about to bounce off the mat. Before Logan Paul stepped in, he got down to a knee and grabbed Mysterio. Great in-ring presence. That could have ended up pretty badly for him if it wasn't for Paul. So great in-ring presence. And here we are with McIntyre arriving to the building earlier tonight. And
Drew?
What? Wait.
Okay.
Okay? That's how I feel as well. Jackie Redmond is so new to the WWE, she's still not used to all this attitude problems from the WWE stars. But Drew McIntyre, he came out, he ran into Jackie Redmond, he got back in his car, and he drove away. That's interesting. Alright, with that being said, I guess we're actually... Oh my goodness. I guess this is Nate. Welcome. Great to see you, Nate. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. I know you just came in, but I'm about to go out because I'm going to go on a big bathroom break because Shinsuke Nakamura versus Akira Tozawa is happening up next. And I am not sitting down here for this match, right? I mean, who would be? This is terrible. And I think it's hideous and it's kind of outrageous that they expect us to sit through a whole commercial break for this match. I mean, why would anybody watch a whole commercial for this match? It's outrageous. This match and, its entrances and everything should literally be commercial free. I mean, we're talking about Akira Tozawa. We don't need to sit through a goddamn commercial break for this match. Absolutely not. And I know I'm so hard on Akira Tozawa. I don't want to be. But, it's Akira Tozawa that we're talking about. Come on. This guy cannot even lift a 5-kilo dumbbell. What are we talking about? Andrew, not to get to see, he says, I'm sure I will get some sort of flag for this, but I feel the New Day needs to retire and go away. Kofi will never get another title shot, and the tag belts are a joke right now. I feel like Andrew, I mean, you talk about the tag belts being a joke. You're right about that. I don't think you're going to get any flack for that. It's true. I think there cannot be one person here or anybody in the world who would say that the WWE actually treat their tag team champions or their titles properly. They don't book them. They don't care about them. The tag team titles were relevant, and they were sitting very comfortably on the Usos' shoulders for like a year or so because the Usos were relevant. And when that thing started to get old, they thought, oh, maybe we'll do something fun with the tag team titles, and they gave them over to Kevin and Sami. But I knew that it was gonna go downhill from there, and it did go indeed downhill from there. And now once again, the tag team titles are super irrelevant, and it's sadly the truth. The number one thing that they have to do is either very important. Either, give us a new redesigned tag team championships or just split the titles up. Right now, even looking at those tag titles, the red and the blue, hideous. Hideous is the word. And Andy says Ava Raine has no need to be moved up. She hasn't had anything interesting in her matches. She needs more years in NXT, and I think a lot of people can agree with that, Andy. I think a lot of people, they can agree with that. It's true. Britt Baker, WWE says, James, that'd be nice, but, I feel Britt Baker is an AEW lifer. I think so. Hey, did you see my comment about Kofi versus Balor? Let's see if I missed it. I did see that, yes. Kofi versus Balor one-on-one would be nice. Indeed, I'd like that too. Jackie Redmond is former NHL interviewers. Yes, Andy, she's great. No wonder she's great on the microphone. She's got a lot of charm, charisma, personality. No, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of her work. She's good. Right now, the WWE has a good broadcasting team with Jackie Redmond being the announcer. You know, of course, you've got Megan Morant, who's another great lady. She recently did the marathon for 𝗕𝗄𝗆 as well, so that was applaudable. So she works for the company inside and outside of the building, which is good. She's a good representative of the WWE, and she's excited about the job. She likes being there, you can tell from the work that she does. You got, of course, 𝗕𝗄𝗆, who's super professional. Everybody's good except for that Kevin Patrick guy, that's for sure. But let's see what else do we have here. Andrew says Amira for the win. Oh, you mean Akira for the win, Andrew? Okay, alright. So Andrew says Akira's gonna win. Nate says Akira will whoop him. Now that's crazy, Nate. Akira Tozawa destroying Shinsuke Nakamura is gonna be the highlight of his career in the WWE, but not in a good way at all. Shinsuke Nakamura should not be in a spot like this. A legend like himself, who was he was such a great star in NXT itself, and come all the way down to this. It's terrible. Where have those days gone when Shinsuke Nakamura used to hang out in the ring with the likes of who, like AJ Styles and whatnot, and we've come all the way down to Akira Tozawa. Speaking of Styles, he's going to be back also on SmackDown, I believe, on November 10th. I think so. Yeah, November 10th was the date. So he's coming back. He's coming back this week. It's being said, which is exciting, of course. Gary says, AJ, why don't you tell us how you really feel? Gary, what about it? I mean, what are you talking about? Like the show? I think it's been an okay show. Let's see how Akira Tozawa shapes up further. Yeah, he's in the ring right now. He looks fired up. Look, so we are back from the commercial break, and Akira Tozawa did not get an entrance, and I think that kind of is a giveaway, a clear giveaway that he's gonna lose the match, right? I mean, the first giveaway was that he's Akira Tozawa, so of course he's gonna lose the match. But then on top of that, the guy did not get an entrance. He's definitely losing the match. Akira Tozawa might be good, but he's not James Ellsworth, right? And we've got 𝗕𝗂𝗆𝗿𝗵. Good to see you. I want Sami to win the belt. It would be nice. It would be sweet. But, it's a Raw main event. I don't expect title changes to hit. Oh my goodness, did he just hit a German suplex on Shinsuke Nakamura? Because it looked like he hit a German suplex on Shinsuke Nakamura. That's nuts. And now I dive to the outside. My gosh, Nate was not kidding when he said that Akira is going to whoop Shinsuke Nakamura's ass, because it seems like he is doing that. Now climbing to the top turnbuckle, Akira Tozawa on the top. Shinsuke kicks his leg away, running over to Tozawa, and a knee strike to the gut. Tozawa taking it back, pull down to the match. Shinsuke Nakamura getting started here. Andrew says, even if they split or get new titles, who's out there worthy of the titles? Most current tag teams are horrible in my opinion. I guess on my fingertips I can count right now the tag teams that are actually super relevant at the moment, and that's Imperium. But, these guys, 𝗕𝗄𝗆 and Ludwig Kaiser, they don't actually want to be tag team champions. I asked 𝗕𝗄𝗆, I asked Ludwig about it, right? Ludwig was like, right now we're focusing on solo run, but, let's see whatever the ring general wants us to do. So he did not seem very eager to go after the tag team championships or, work as a tag team with 𝗕𝗄𝗆. Did not want to do it. So, they are not going to be tag team champions, obviously. Then you've got Creed Brothers, who are still very, very new, still fresh on the boat of NXT. So, that's it. But who else do you have? Which other tag team is super relevant? I don't think there's any other match. Unemployment has been driving me insane, says Nate. My brother, I just keep looking. I'm pretty sure you'll find whatever you're looking for, brother. Sometimes it's a test. Life's a test, but we all do find our ships eventually. You're gonna be fine, Nate. Hang on, and keep working hard, brother. Andrew says, I hope that you find what you're looking for. Andrew says, I think they need to get some of the young tag teams to bring sort of excitement to the tag team division, says Andrew. Yep. Yeah, such as the Creed Brothers, right? Creed Brothers are so exciting. They're fresh on the boat. They're new to Raw. They're exciting. You want to look at Creed Brothers. You want to see what they're going to be doing up next. That's for certain. And here we are now. Shinsuke Nakamura is done with his Joker, and so was I. I'm glad that this match is over. I don't really care about who wins this match or not. I'm just glad that it's over and Shinsuke Nakamura is victorious, guys. I know that you guys said that he was going to win, but there you are. Shinsuke Nakamura is victorious. And Brooklyn says, Liv Morgan. I know, Brooklyn, I saw that comment. I would love that a lot. the thought of Liv Morgan coming back tonight, winning that battle royal, and fighting Rhea Ripley for the title would be great. Now, the one thing that will annoy me a lot is if Nia Jax ends up winning the battle royal. Can you imagine Nia Jax versus Rhea Ripley for that championship? That makes me want to throw up. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. I would hate that a lot. Nakamura probably wanted the match. You're right, true. Probably. And here we are now in the ring with Otis. And Otis is hulking up. There you are, ripping up the t-shirt, face to face with Nakamura. Alright, Shinsuke Nakamura wants no business in the ring with Otis. Good for him. Good for him. He gets away. He slips out of the ring. He wants nothing to do with big bad Otis. Shinsuke Nakamura, with a big smile on his face, walks away. Good stuff. Tozawa is funnier. That's right. Yeah. What else do we have here? Still to come, DIY versus Creed Brothers. Interesting. We also have to, of course, the world title match still to come. We got Sami Zayn versus Seth Rollins finally happening. And we got Juan over here. Good to see you. Welcome. Great to see you. Hope you're doing well. Tony says, holy moly. Okay, New Day will be tag team champions again at some points. Is true. Definitely. And, we don't know about Big E. Unfortunately, the latest update that we actually received from Kofi was that Big E is doing great. He's back to 100% physically, and he feels healthy. He feels fit. He can do his everyday activities. However, an in-ring return is out of question right now. He says that's not even his concern. That's what Kofi said. He said as a friend, as a great friend, as a brother, all that he really cares about right now is his health, and that he's feeling healthy, that he's okay, that he can do his day-to-day task well. That's all that he cares about. And an in-ring return probably will not happen, and if it happens, it's great. If it doesn't happen, it's still fine, because what we care about is Big E and that he feels healthy, which is true. So Big E's in-ring return, right now, it's not happening. We don't know if it'll happen. Maybe he'll be back in an authority position later on, maybe something else, because he's good at a lot of stuff, right? He can do a lot. He can do announcing, he can do, commentary, he can do, authority position on air. So a lot can be done. But right now, Big E is feeling healthy, and that's what we want. A New Day Tag Team Championship run again probably will come. It probably will come. Brooklyn says, Andrew, I agree with you. They need to throw away all the tag team titles, even the women's, right? Let's talk about what are they doing with the women's tag. So I thought when they first introduced the concept of women's tag team championships, I was like, this is great. This is what they should do with the men's tag team titles too. If you don't have enough tag teams, just make one championship that is good for across the board. You talk about NXT, Raw, SmackDown, one title for all, right? It just felt fantastic on paper, but how have they been using it? Terribly. Absolutely horribly. So maybe they should just give up on the idea. JTG, has said it countless times that he's been with me on my podcast that the WWE does not care about tag teams, and it's true. If you have a former WWE star who was in one of the most popular tag teams of recent history, Crime Time, telling you that the WWE does not care about tag teams, he's probably not lying. That's true. Juan, once again, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. They need to have Survivor Series on Thanksgiving Day or the day before, says James. When is it happening, Survivor Series? This time? What's the exact date? Let's see. Survivor Series is happening on the 20th. Okay, so it's happening on the 26th of November. Okay, so 3 days after Thanksgiving. I see that. So James says they should have it on Thanksgiving Day. I believe there was a time when they actually used to have it on Thanksgiving night, right? But I guess, with families getting together and everything, people don't want to... Also, you want to give a day off to your stars, your talent, so they can go out there and have a nice, festive night with their family. So that's understandable. That's okay. That's all right. We all want everybody to have a good time. Let's see. Gargano needs to go back to NXT and find his... You're right, True. So right. I think... And, I don't know if this is true in all cases or not, but I just have this observation, right, that if you are somebody who's coming newly from NXT and you get paired up automatically in a rivalry or a tag team with either The Miz or ex-WWE star now Dolph Ziggler, you're screwed. Look at Tommaso Ciampa, right? Got paired up with The Miz, and what was next was I saw him on TV wearing bright as neon green trunks, every single week. And I knew when I saw him in those trunks that he's done, right? That his career on the main roster at least is done for. And I agree with you, Drew. He should go back to NXT, find himself, and come back. Yeah, I guess so. Because right now, Gargano, I'm sorry, you talked about Gargano, I was talking about Ciampa. But even Gargano, he probably should go back. Probably both of them should go back and do their stuff. You're right. Andy says Gargano has his mojo, has been main roster, doesn't like his style he brings. Yeah, people also, I believe, also about the fact that they're not the biggest, the tallest guys. That also matters, right? That's why a lot of people don't take them seriously, unfortunately. But when Natalya video package right now. When I interviewed Natalya, right, and I was face to face with her, looked her in the eye, and I brought up the fact that she has been around in the ring for about 2 decades. When I put out that number in front of her, I could tell that she was taken aback. Because it's true, Natalya has been wrestling actively for 17 years. So in the WWE, we're talking about the WWE itself. And outside of it, it's been about 2 decades. So when I brought that up, she was surprised. And she said, it's been about 17 years. I said, yes. I said, so what's next? And wait a second, Adam Pearce, guys. What is he doing here?
One of the most sought-after titles in all of WWE. His championship matches are must-see events. With that in mind, finding his next challenger is of the highest.
He's talking about the Fatal 4-Way that we're going to get tonight?
Giving them the right to fight.
Okay. We know that already, Adam Pearce. Thanks for that. Alright, cool. Yeah, we know that. I mean, I'm not sure why we're getting a Adam Pearce announcement for a match that's already been announced. But okay, so when I asked her that question, she was taken aback. She said it's been 17 years. And, when I asked her what's next, and Natalya was like, right now I still feel in my prime. I just lost so many pounds. So she seemed very excited and eager to still wrestle, to still give more to the industry, to her co-workers, to the new generation. She still feels like she has her A game on, which is great. The level of enthusiasm and excitement and love that she has for the industry is very visible. And that's why I respect Natalya. I really do respect her. Very humble too. I'll give you an example. I was sitting in the lobby, right? After our interview, the lobby of the hotel, and there were lots of stars walking to and fro, right? They were like doing their things, makeup, everything, getting ready for the event that was yet to come. And they were just like walking here and there. I saw Gunther, I saw, what's her name? Zoe Stark, Rhea Ripley. Well, who else was there? There was this guy, Braun Breaker, all these people walking past, right? And most of them were like nice and they were smiling. But it was Natalya who every time she walked past by, she stopped, she had a little talk, and then she kept walking. Alright? So Natalya, even though she's almost a veteran, almost a legend now, but still takes the time to like interact with the people that she knows or, has come across. And it's cool. Natalya's cool. She's great. Yeah. And Brooklyn Joker says, AJ Cactus Chat said on Twitter that tomorrow on NXT it'll be Stratton versus Fallen and T-Bar versus Tyler Bate for Survivor Series. Man, I like that a lot. I like that. That should be good. Alright. Brooklyn Joker, that's sweet. Seems like coming up next we have that fatal 4-way match now for the Intercontinental Championship #1 contenders match. This should be good. We got Miz, we got Reed, of course, in action, of course, along with Ricochet, and then we've got Ivar. So 4 guys fighting for the #1 contendership for the IC title. And True Survivor Series on 25th. Let's them enjoy a day off. That's right. There hasn't been a good backstage commentator since Mean Gene. Well, you know it, Gary. The legendary Mean Gene cannot be compared with anybody else. That's true. Nate says I get to vote tomorrow. That's nice, Nate. Every vote is important, and it's good that people are eager to vote. because a lot of people, they take it for granted. They don't want to invoke their power or vote, but it's important. Every vote is indeed important. But Andrew says, not a huge fan of Creed Brothers. I would have liked to say Mello and Trick to stay together as a tag team, but we know how that ended. Yeah, you know, Andrew, I always said it, that I like Mello and Trick a lot as a tag team. And I kept saying it every single week that I want to see these guys stay friends, the best of friends, even when they go to the main roster. But look how that ended up. So it's sad. It's sad. True says, yep, in the 80s, Natty, Catfight Battle Royal. Natty needs to lay off on the surgeries. Yeah, you know, and I don't blame her, because surgeries, when these ladies go for their plastic surgeries, you know, their cosmetic surgeries, unfortunately, it's like an addiction, and they cannot help it. And one of the reasons why they go for surgeries is because they're insecure, right? Because they're not sure if they look great, or they find some sort of a flaw in themselves. I really applaud this lady from the NWA. I keep forgetting this beautiful lady's name. I'm sorry. I'm probably not doing her any justice by forgetting her name, but I also, Taryn Terrell, thank you for that. It slipped my mind for a second, but Taryn Terrell, I really applaud her. I also interviewed her, guys, so if you guys have not checked out my interview with Taryn Terrell, make sure to do so. Really a very sweet lady, incredible, very charismatic. I cannot say it enough. Also, Drew McIntyre's ex-wife, so that's that. But I interviewed Taryn Terrell, and she is somebody who is very open about her cosmetic surgeries and about her makeup addiction and all that stuff. And Taryn said this in public. She said that she wishes that she was not as insecure as she is, right? She has been open about her addiction to these cosmetic surgeries, and says that she feels insecure and she finds flaws in herself that make her go to these clinics to get these surgeries that she probably does not even need. And she looks at other women who are happy as they are, and she wishes that she was the same. So, you know, a lot of times we say, okay, like, this person needs to stop and stuff, and you know, to us it seems like an unnecessary thing that they undergo, but to them, in their mind, they're probably imperfect, they're probably not that great, they probably have flaws in themselves, which is why they go for these plastic surgery. It's sad. Another thing is that even if they don't find insecurities in themselves, right, you look at the competition, you look at the women that are coming up now, you look at ladies like Tiffany Stratton, just throwing out an example right there, right? Tiffany Stratton is young, is new, you know, she's good looking, and then you have Natalya. You have both the ladies on the roster, and sadly, it's an entertainment business, right? The eyes are gonna be attracted to the lady who's better looking, and in that equation, you know, the older woman would want to look just as good, would like to be on the same par, same level, and that's why she would be compelled to undergo these surgeries. And it's true, you know, entertainment business is like that. I agree with True when he says that Natalya needs to lay off on the surgeries, because I feel like she's beautiful the way that she is, and she does not need to go these surgeries. But that's the entertainment business. It's super demanding, you know, super demanding. Even Cena was forced to go down, cosmetic surgeries and get a hair transplant. But where did that leave him, right? It left him with the bald spot. So what can we do? But that's the entertainment industry. It's super demanding, but that's just life, right? It's all fabricated. It's all superficial. It's true. Anyways, that's enough of philosophy for tonight. Sometimes I can get very philosophical. You can probably tell. Alright, what else do we have here? We got, Nate says, I think Natalya is washed. Now she's just a bimbo, respectfully. Nate, you cannot write bimbo and respectfully the same sentence. How do you do that? You can't, like, that's two words you cannot imagine being in the same sentence, Nate. Come on. Alright, James says, the best match, Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens. Kevin is the only wrestler to take Reigns to the limit. I agree with that. No, Kevin Owens really brings the best out of his competitors, his opponents, and that's the truth. Tony says, let's go Miz. I like that, Miz. I am rooting for him as well. Apparently the WWE wants us to root for the Miz, so I'm going to root for him too. Andrew says, I picked Jonah. I like that, Andrew. Reed, Bronson Reed, Jonah. Except for me, she's not attractive. Natural always beats plastic. You're right, Nick. Natural always beats plastic. That's right. And let's see, Mean Gene was hilarious. Is true, that's right. And Mean Gene was great. He was great. Great guy. I hope Reed wins the Fatal 4-Way, says Tony. So we got Andrew saying Reed. We got Tony saying Reed. I'm gonna say Miz. I think Miz is gonna win. Okay. Alright, True says, why is Ivar in this match? Apparently they want to push Ivar as the guy as well. They want to take advantage of Eric's unfortunate time off from the ring, and they want to push Ivar as much as they can. That's why I guess he's been given these kind of exposures and inserted into these matches. I don't see much happening with Ivar. I don't see him getting any title shots or something, but yeah, he's in this match for some reason. Here we are now with Seth Rollins and Adam Pearce. Let's listen to him.
𝗕𝗄𝘅, we've been over this a million times. I appreciate your concern. I'm born to run, boss.
Alright, let's see. You know, Seth Rollins is kind of reckless with these random-ass championship, I guess, open challenges, right? He's a bit careless, a bit too overconfident. Let's see tonight if that turns around to bite him. But I see True here saying about, his comment about Dana Brooke, and I've got to agree, to be honest. It's true. Dana Brooke does seem to have some issues in that matter. And, also has lost a lot of weight recently. Also joined OnlyFans, if I'm not wrong, recently, so that's that. Okay, AJ, I'm sure you have read that Ronda Rousey's working on Sami Callihan's, yes, and yes, so, also we know, Sami Callihan talked about her recently on Bully Ray's was Busted Open Radio podcast, right? So he said that the reason why Ronda Rousey is doing it is because a mutual contact actually pitched her to the idea of doing it, and since all the money was obviously going to charity, and she wanted to make sure that it all goes to charity, so he says 100% of the money that they get from tickets, right, except for the cost of production, is going to go to charity, and that's why Ronda Rousey agreed to do it. First, it gives her some more exposure, she makes the news, and then she helps out the charity, so it's kind of a win-win for her, so that's why she's doing it. Andrew says, come on, Mean Gene is a legend, but we have modern version of Mean Gene right here. Oh, thank you, Andrew! Did not see that coming, but thank you for that. Really appreciate it, my brother, really appreciate that. And Nate says, she acts like one, her and her sister post, oh dear. Nate, it's true. With Natalia and her sister, it kind of gets weird sometimes, it's true. It is true. Cannot deny that. Anyways, the Fatal 4-Way is about to get underway now, guys. It's about to get underway. Let's see. Alright, guys, I just have to be back in like a second. Excuse me for just 1 second, and I'll be right back. Thank you, guys. 1 second only, yeah? 1 second. Alright, I'm back, guys, and sorry about that super outdated video, right? Dominic Mysterio. That was an outdated intro. Sorry about that, but we're back here, and we've got the match underway, Fatal 4-Way match underway right here, as we can see, and Jonah has been kicked out of the ring. Ivar! Wow. Ivar takes out Ricochet with that single move off the second rope, and Ricochet is down. I'm not sure if he's getting back up after that. Gunther taking a very good look at this match. Right? I like how Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, has like a nice and luxurious locker room, but then poor Gunther has to watch this match from like the alleyway or something. I don't even know, the corridor of the building. All right, let's see. Cena needs to shave it off, says True. That bald spot, it actually makes him look old. Without the hair, Cena might actually look, I don't know, probably younger than what he looks now. But Taryn is incredible, down-to-earth person, says Andy. No, I agree. Taryn is good. She's a good lady, a devoted mother. When we were doing the interview, her son actually popped in, and we finished basically half the interview. We did it with her son sitting on her lap, and she's super down to earth. She's super cool. I like Taryn a lot. I probably would have asked her back to do another interview with her, because it's been about a year since I did the last one. Let's see. After that being said, Ricochet goes for the cover on the Miz. Miz kicks out. Guys, if you've got any question I'm sorry, if you have any suggestions on who should be interviewed next, right? Anybody, any names, independent, WWE, AEW, anyone that you'd like for me to interview next, right? Let me know, and I'll try to make it happen. With that being said, Miz was gonna go for the big boot on Ricochet. Ricochet, oh my goodness, both the guys meet each other with a hard move of their own, and both of them just fall down, collapse down to the mat. There you are. But we've got Andy says, well, look at Dana Brooke. Was beautiful before she turned into what she was before she left. It's true. Dana Brooke, it's sad. It's sad, you know, right? Towards the end of her WWE run, you know, she was a bit of a mess. It's true. And we've got Rollins versus Zayn would be better in ROH. I agree with you, true, about Dana. You know, she definitely needs a little bit of help in that department. With that being said, Ricochet is now being thrown over to the Miz ringside. Miz is down, Ricochet down. Bronson and Ivar, the two big men in this match, are working as a power duo. And now they turn their attention towards each other. Gosh, this is going to be good. This is actually going to be good. Okay. Bronson, oh wow. That's crazy. I thought they were perhaps going to run into each other, but instead, Reed, oh, that's right, they go after the little guys, right? They go after the little guys. Reed goes after poor Ricochet, and Ivar goes after The Miz, before they once again run into each other, and now all four men are down and out ringside, and that's that. But Rollins versus Zayn will be better in ROH, says True, I agree with that. You know, back then they were also much younger, so of course. But let's see how it's going to be tonight. I am pretty sure it's going to be full of commercials, but are we going to be seeing like a crazy twist, crazy drama unfolding tonight? Are we going to be seeing somebody perhaps turning heel, or maybe title change happening? That'd be crazy, so we'll see. Ricochet's probably winning, says True. Wow, I'd be surprised, you know, because last week we kind of saw a glimpse into like a full-on Gunther versus The Miz feud. So if that was meant to mean nothing, you know, that's another story. But from last week, I'm assuming that The Miz is going to win, and he's going to go on to become the #1 contender for the IC title. That's what I feel. But let's see. We've got Andy saying, don't respect Jenny Neidhart. Andy here. I see you, Andy. Andy being a little bit defensive about Natalia's sister. I see you, Andy, okay. And True says, what Natty and her sister do online is not to be taken seriously. They just expose thirsty people. They expose thirsty people. That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, I like it. What are you doing on OnlyFans, Natty? Or, I'm sorry, Dana Brooke? Nothing, I'm just exposing people. That's a good idea, actually, you know? People should take that. And next time an OnlyFans model gets asked, why are you doing OnlyFans? I'm doing it to expose thirsty people. I like that a lot, True. I like it. That is great. I like it. Andy says they are hilarious together. No, they're good. And before, I don't know if they still do YouTube, but there was a time when Natalia and her sister used to do YouTube, and they were funny. Their videos were actually funny. And Nate says, I wasn't disrespecting Jenny when I was speaking on what I saw, says Nate. I respect that, okay. And we've got True saying Orange Cassidy. What is that about, True? Oh, you want me to interview Orange Cassidy? Yes, see. Thanks for that, True. I'd like that a lot, you know? That's another guy who wears sunglasses. So, two sunglass men talking to each other would be nice. I would like that. And Princess Aussie, she wrestles for WWE. I say, yeah. Roderick Strong would be nice as well. I will reach out to AEW. They haven't been very nice to me, as you know. WWE has been very nice to me, not AEW though. But we'll see. Where is Raw tonight? I think scales just went off. That was a whole lot of meat right there. A lot of meat indeed, brother. Where is it taking place though? Let me take a look very quickly. It is taking place in... Guys, where is it taking place? Okay, so I'm here right now. And technically it should tell me where is it taking place. It says time and location. Doesn't want to tell me that though. So we're gonna go over to tickets. Hopefully we're gonna find out over here. Okay. We don't see it yet. I'll find it out for you, brother. I'll find it out for you. Okay. But interview Riddle, oh my goodness, brother. Actually, not a bad idea at all. Riddle is now a free agent, is he not? I can reach out. I can definitely reach out. Sure. I never thought about interviewing Riddle, actually. I can do that. Sure. So, We got it, brother. It is taking place from Pennsylvania. Raw tonight is live from Pennsylvania. Thank you for that. And let's see, I said because it seems like Pierce is putting Ricochet over more tonight. It could be true. It could be. I'm still going to put my money on, you know, this guy, Miz. And Ricochet now flying over Bronson Reed. Springboard, there you go. Bronson Reed catches him midair. Ricochet in trouble. Reed running over to the Miz here, squashing him in that corner before taking out Ricochet. Miz still on his feet though. Reed running over to him, squashing him once again in that damn corner. Ivar walking the apron almost made me feel like this was a tag team match and Reed was going to tag in Ivar. That is funny. But Reed, obviously, he's still on his feet. Ivar is basically, you know, ruining this match for himself as he climbs the top turnbuckle. No big man should be climbing the turnbuckle, especially when your opponent is still on his feet, because obviously your opponent is going to be much quicker, much faster than yourself. And now the ring's got to go off because we've got these super heavyweights looking to superplex each... Oh my goodness, it's not going to happen. Reed is going to need some help. We got the Miz and Ricochet assisting Reed to take out Ivar, and he does it! A big superplex to Ivar, and talk about the scale breaking. The scale definitely is broken now. Gunther is having a good laugh at Ivar's expense. With that being said, we know Ivar is not going to be winning this match. He's out of this match for certain, and Interview Riddle will be funny. It wouldn't shock me if Miz won. Yeah, it seems like the Miz is going to win eventually, but Miz going for the cover on Ivar, Ricochet pulling him by the leg. There you are. Riddle, I mean, this guy, I'm sorry, Ricochet winning would be nice as well, but Ricochet is not a guy that I see as a threat to Gunther at all, right? At all. He's like a little fly, a little mosquito that the Gunther is gonna grab and is gonna squash with his own bare hands. But with the Miz, you know, even though the Miz also does not seem like a threat, you know, the guy can at least beat Gunther when it comes to talking on the microphone. So he can at least do that. So I would like to see a little rivalry between The Miz and Gunther. I'd like to see that personally. But let's see. Miz is looking to fly in. Nice. Crossbody on Reed. Reed goes down. Is Ivar back up on his feet already? I thought he was going to be out for the rest of the match, but he actually gets back to his feet very quickly. Tornado DDT by The Miz. The Miz is feeling it right now. There you are. The fans getting behind the A-lister. And The Miz now running over to Ricochet. We're down to my and True's pick now. I went with The Miz. True went with Ricochet. Oh my goodness. Code breaker from the A-lister. That's nice. And with that being said, another tremendous DDT from The Miz. Ricochet is down, going for the cover, and he kicks out. He gets his shoulder up in time. He kicks out. The match continues. It's official, Miz. You know it. The fact that fans were applauding him, were cheering him on, and the fact that WWE cameras actually switched over to the fans cheering on The Miz, you know the guy's a face, and you know that WWE wants you to know that he's a face, right? Miz looks to win since what happened last week. That's right, Andy. Because of what happened last week, it seems like he's the likely winner of this match. Otherwise, last week's stuff would just not make sense, right? And here we are now looking for the skull-crushing finale. Ricochet getting away very quickly, and here you are, takes down The Miz, stuns the heck out of him. Ivar is back in the ring over here, and Ivar is going to be the guy who most likely is going to be wait a second. Wait, okay, who's gonna get pinned? Because Ivar, he just bounces off the back of Ricochet. Ricochet is down. Miz is down. Ivar, the only guy standing in the ring. Looks like Reed is helping himself. No, Reed is still down as well. So Ivar is now going after Ricochet. These two are distracted. Miz is obviously gonna pick up the pieces and is gonna win the match. But the question is, who is he gonna pin actually? Is he gonna pin Ivar or is he gonna pin Ricochet? Ricochet running over to the ropes, rebounds, and now, oh wow, look at that. That was something. And now Ivar meets Ricochet with a nice clothesline, 360 degree, going for the cover. Reed is here. Ricochet kicks out. Barely, but he kicked out. That's good. Miz, yeah, again, Andy, it seems like he's gonna win, but we shall see. When Miz had 𝗕𝗂𝗆𝗆𝗆, everyone shut their mouth. You're right. When Miz's hand goes up, everybody's mouth, it shuts. Did Ivar just attempt a springboard? It seemed like it, guys. Did you see that? Ivar just attempted a springboard. Wow. Oh, that's badass. I've got to applaud him for that. You know, that was a good attempt at a springboard. And he's not done there. He also takes out. That's crazy. Imagine if Ivar wins this match. That'd be nuts. A super kick to Ivar from Ricochet, though. He's not winning it. I must be dreaming when I thought he'd win. And now Ricochet looks to pick up Miz on his shoulders. Miz gets away very quickly. Skull-crushing finale. No, it's not done yet. Ricochet with some elbow strikes to the head of Miz. Makes with a kick to the gut. And what is happening now? Yeah, all that weight springboarding, it's crazy. It was not the most perfect, you know that he actually fell down very quickly, but at least the distance wasn't that big, that he was actually able to hit his opponent after that springboard. It was good, it was good. Had his opponent been like a few inches away, that springboard would have been for nothing and he would have actually landed on the mat looking like an idiot. But because his opponent was so close, he was actually able to hit him. It was good. It's good. It was a nice attempt at the springboard. And now these big guys, I don't know what they're doing. They're I don't know if this is like a Ricochet virus that's contagious or something, but it seems like they have been infected with the Ricochet virus, and now these two big men think that they're Ricochet, and they're both, oh my goodness. I think, is Reed setting up Ivar for this? That's crazy. A moonsault from Ivar. This big man can fly. That's a crazy match. What just happened here? What is happening? Ivar is good. No, he really took us all by surprise tonight, did he not? What just happened though? Is Miz victorious? I don't think he realizes this is so hilarious. That's right, true. This actually just got super interesting. What is happening? Did the Miz win? Oh, okay. Wow. Now that was a match, guys. This is good. This was good. This was actually good. Not bad. Tonight's Raw, so far, how much Hey, I'm surprised. It's been an hour and 15 minutes since we've been watching the show. I've got to say, guys, not a bad show tonight, right? We're having fun here. We're having fun for sure. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Wow, Ricochet kicked out, yeah? That's crazy. That is insane. That really is insane. Nice. That was nice. So, are we like, we cannot... Are we actually... We're ignoring the fact that Ricochet kicked out Ivar's moonsault. Like, this big guy went flying down on Ricochet, and Ricochet kicked out. Wow. He made Ivar's moonsault look like nothing. That's crazy. And here we are now. Ivar is going to make the Miz pay for it. Looks like he's going to go for another moonsault or something. Andrew says that was a BS ending. It was funny. It was funny. But the fact that Ricochet kicked out of Ivar's moonsault is, that doesn't sit well with me, It was a crazy moonsault. And now that same moonsault that Ricochet kicked out of, the Miz is going to sell it like nothing else, right? That's crazy. Yeah. Miz made Maurice happy, says Andy. Where did that come from, Andy? Okay, like that, okay. I thought like you're talking about a whole different kind of happy. I get it now, Andy. Thanks for that, brother. I was like, he just won a number one contenders match, but I get it now, okay. Andy, that's cool. Of course he made her happy. Of course he made her happy. Did you know when the first time he met Maurice could not even speak proper English? She was like she was new to America, French. She could only speak French and broken English. But, love knows no language, and of course they've come a long way since then, and they're a great couple. They're a great couple.
Match tomorrow night on NXT, okay? And just so you know, your new crew, the Alpha Academy, we're gonna be there tomorrow night to support you.
Arigato!
Okay. He's doing the nasty. Get nasty again. Disgusting. I love it.
Now, that's a wild card. That's what I'm talking about.
These guys, Otis and Gable, went from hanging with Maxine all the way down to this guy, Akira Tozawa. You've got to be kidding me. And now Maxine has got to be in the Battle Royal, I assume? Yep. Is she wearing Lana's ring gear? It seems like I've seen Lana wearing the same ring gear in the WWE at one point. Anyways, tonight we're going to see DIY versus the Creed Brothers. It's actually happening up next. And Ivy Nile is going to be ringside for the Creed Brothers, which is fantastic. It's good. And Tozawa getting... yeah. That is nasty, right? That is nasty. That's right. That is nasty. It's true. This match should be decent. No, it should be good. Actually, I'm surprised, but tonight's Raw is not bad. It's actually a good episode of Raw. It really is. It's great. It's great. It's a win-win for everybody. Let's take a look at the dirt sheets now very quickly and see if there's any, like, dirty news out there. Okay, so we are in. Interesting news, actually, over here, guys. So, Tegan Nox apparently returning to WWE imminently. What they're saying is that she suffered an injury on October 17th episode of NXT in a match with Lyra Valkyrie, which is set to return imminently. She was backstage at tonight's episode of Raw, and it may be included in the Battle Royal match as well. So that's some news, right? So the last that we saw her was October 17th NXT, but she could be here very soon. Tegan Nox, ladies and gents. Tegan Nox. Yeah. And let's see what else do we have here. Tegan Nox. Tegan Nox is one of those stars, right, who's super loved by the fans. And I guess the reason why she gets booked like that is because the fans just pop when they see her, right? She's super over with the fans. And, yeah, that's that. Let's see. Yeah, you're right, Andy. Absolutely. Instantly fell in love with her. It was like again, a clear example of love knows no language and love is blind. You're right. Speaking of tag teams, how about we get Jacob and Solo as brother? Jacob Fatu would be crazy, but I told you guys about Jacob Fatu. The story that I've been told when it comes to Jacob Fatu has basically taken a 360 turn, right? So I don't believe anything that I've told about Jacob Fatu anymore. I think they're just making up stories when it comes to him. I really do. I don't know what's next. I really don't know. I was told one story, but now it's kind of turned almost 360 degrees, right? So, yeah. I don't know. Wherever is Jacob Fatu gonna end up at. But one thing's for certain, he's not gonna be with MLW for a long time. That's for certain. But let's see. We got Jacob Fatu is signing with WWE. True brother. Oh, Dia. Sorry about that. But true brother. I don't know about that. I don't know. I mean, I've been told that. I've been told something else too. So we have an unfortunate news actually coming out of Canada. Where an independent wrestler by the name of Rob Rage has unfortunately passed. And it's being reported that he was 45 years old, sadly. He was doing a fundraising wrestling show, and after the show, he sadly backstage suffered a cardiac arrest. And it is being said that after his match at the show, he came to the back and he sadly suffered a cardiac arrest in his dressing room. So the wrestlers who were present there, they performed a CPR until the first responders arrived, but they were able to get him back, and he actually passed sadly on the way to the hospital. Rob Rage, an independent wrestler from Ontario, Canada. It's sad. It's very sad. 45 years of age only. And he was doing a fundraising show. Terrible. Prayers to his family and, his friends, and, God bless them at this difficult time. It's always sad when you hear something like that, right? Especially, when they're going for a wrestling match, they're expecting something and something else comes out of it. It is sad. And you can imagine how guilty his opponent must be feeling, right? That it happened after a match against himself. How guilty must he feel after, something like that? It's terrible. God bless. God bless. But Andy says Hammerstone and Richard Holiday are interested in working with each other in different promotions since they don't work for MLW. Hammerstone thinks really turned around 360 for him, because when I interviewed Hammerstone, he was like an MLW loyalist, and I was told that he's making a lot of money, like $250,000 a year or so. They pay for his flights and everything else. They pay for the accommodation. He is making the most in MLW, so of course he's happy being there. But now it seems like he's happy no more over there, and he wants to move out. So that's that. But Richard Holiday and everything else would be very, very cool. That'd be nice. So we have something else coming in over here, actually. 1 second. So interestingly, guys, you know the video game company Sega? Very old company, known for their arcade games from back in the day. They apparently are now sponsoring AEW Dynamite. They're paying them a pretty big amount of money as well, and you're going to be seeing some sponsorships, commercials starting this week itself, starting this Wednesday, and some of the matches are going to be sponsored by Dynamite, and they have already started filming some commercials for them. So AEW has found a big sponsor, it seems, in Sega. That's that. So, pretty cool. Let's see, what else do we have here. So we have news of a wrestler. So a lady who has appeared, I believe, on AEW Dark on multiple occasions, has signed with the company. Has not appeared as after her signing yet, but she signed with the company about 2 months ago. We're talking about Megan Bayne, somebody who has appeared on AEW Dark a lot, but she has officially signed with AEW for about 2 months, but has yet to appear on the company. So that's that.
I'm so excited for the future on the flagship, because listen, I don't know what you guys be doing on Fridays, so I love you the other guy.
We're excited to face the competition on Monday Night Raw.
I'm excited to be a part of the Battle Royal tonight.
Wow, Ivy now is going to be the Battle Royal too. That's badass. I like that. I'm super glad that they kept Ivy and Creed brothers together. Unlike how we've seen in the past with people like LWO, right? So I'm glad that these guys have been stuck together. That's good. That's right, Vietnam. Indeed, it's sad. Sega is still a big player in the video games world. It really is. Yep.
I can do that. Oh, I love what you guys are putting down. Listen, this is the first time I've ever DIY Creed Brothers. Yeah. I said we do it tonight. We do it on Monday Night Raw. We'll see.
It's good. Alright, should be a good match. Creed Brothers vs. DIY coming up next. And also we've got Ivy Nile in the Women's Battle Royal for the #1 contendership for the world title also coming up, hopefully, after this match. But overall, tonight's Raw is not bad at all. Guys, something interesting. Today is Nick Aldis' birthday, his 37th birthday. And while I was making an Instagram post about it, I realized that Nick Aldis is actually younger than LA Knight. LA Knight 41, Nick Aldis 37. LA Knight a top prospect on SmackDown. Nick Aldis the general manager of SmackDown. Interesting. And let's see what we have here. Tony says, I'm dreaming already. The Creed Brothers vs. DIY. It's true, brother. It's no longer a dream. It's reality. I'm confused as the Creed Brothers, but Ivy still has Diamond Mine on her t-shirt. Yeah, you're right. And when they came out, they also had the diamond on the Tron. It's true, right? I think I want to get to the bottom of it too. They still call themselves the Diamond Mine collectively as a group, which is interesting, right? I mean, Diamond Mine is still far gone, and of course we know parts of it also went over to AEW, so you're right about that. Here is a very good point, Andrew. Why do they still call themselves the Diamond Mine? It's a very good question. And they are doing the jobber strut to the ring. Yeah, brother. Gargano and Ciampa now on their way out. Let's see. Yeah, there's no way in hell that Creed brothers is losing this match, right? They're very, very new to the roster. They are being built up as the Alpha Tag Team now. There's no way that they're losing to Gargano and Ciampa, right? No way in hell. Now, these two are jobbing to Creed brothers. I'm telling you that, guys. I'm telling you that. And Tony says the next rematch I want to see are the Creed Brothers versus the New Day. You know what I want to see, brother Tony? I want to see Creed Brothers versus the Imperium. I think that'd be pretty cool, right? I think that'd be very cool. But that being said, they'll lock it up right here. And it is Ciampa who's kicking things off for DIY. Ciampa right now in trouble. Gets off his feet and down hard to the mat. Should be interesting. Alright, so as we see here, Julius Creed right now leading, dominating, Ciampa in trouble, Ciampa running over to the ropes, and I believe that was a tag made from behind. Gargano gets in here, gets a tag made. Julius did not see it. Gargano trying to take advantage of the situation. 2-on-1 assault here from DIY on Julius Creed. Julius Creed goes down. Gargano right now dominating. And Mickey will be giving him a very special berth. Is that right, Andy? Okay, they are still Diamond Mine WWE trademark. There you go. True, thanks for that. We've got, you don't have to be Stokely Hathaway to know that Diamond Mine is still a trademark. Well, that's true. That's true. They are definitely trademark name. But, okay, here we are now. Seems like the tag has been made. We got Brutus Creed who's been tagged in. DIY still leading over here. Dive to the outside, and the Creed brothers grab both Gargano and Ciampa mid-air, but both of them slip away from their shoulders, sending them over to the aprons. But Creed brothers here actually have still got in control. Moonsault from the apron, but the DIY slip away very quickly, and they leave the Creed brothers down. Neat strike to the face of Brutus Creed. Brutus Creed go down. Gargano runs over to Julius, but he is not able to take him off his feet. Surprisingly, Julius Creed no-sells Gargano's dive, which was interesting. Brutus Creed gets Ciampa down and now dives to the outside. Ciampa is down. I don't even know how Julius Creed fell down. It did not feel like Julius Creed met anybody to fall down, but towards the end of it, we saw all four men were down. I think that was a mistake. I think Julius Creed was supposed to fall down when Gargano actually did the dive on him, but Creed did not fall down. Instead, he walked over to the steel steps. But towards the end of it, when we were going to a commercial, we saw everybody down, including Julius Creed, and I have no idea how Julius Creed took the tumble, but he was down. Interesting. Creed brothers could lose indeed. They are safe, says True. Well, they're still new, so I guess, you could give them the benefit of doubt. They're not safe. They're not safe, says True. Okay, Julius versus Gunther. Julius looks like a very young. I agree, and that's why when I look at these guys, I'm like, Imperium. It needs to happen, Imperium. But low key, I really want to see, Julius versus Gunther. I really do. Even Brutus versus Gunther would not be bad. I would be open to that idea too. Logically, DIY should win, but Creed is probably gonna win, says Andy. I agree. Logically, they should win, but you know what? Sadly, or maybe not so sadly, I'm also here rooting for the Creed brothers. I want to see them win. I want to see them destroy DIY. Weenham also say Creed brothers are like that. Okay, that's sweet. With that being said, commercial break is upon us again, and we have been watching the show for about an hour and 32 minutes now, guys, which means we are now halfway done with the show, and tonight's show is not bad at all, right? It's been fun, and if you look at the preview for the show, all the matches that were advertised, we are done with the Fatal 4-Way. We are done with, thankfully, this match. The number one contenders Battle Royal is still to come, which should be good and entertaining. We're done with this match too, so we're done with all the matches that were advertised on the preview, except for the Battle Royal. So let's see, lots of surprises I guess could be in store for us for the latter half of the show. Let's see, what else do we have here? What else do we have going on? For the funds, right, just for jokes, let's go through Ringside News, because Ringside News, they are interesting, and a lot of times the news that comes out of it is fake, but let's, for the fun, for the heck of it, let's go through Ringside News and say what they're saying. CM Punk privately denying WWE return. Well, if he's doing it privately, how would they know, right? And their articles are just great, right? All this stuff, and you don't need to read any of it. It's all just for the SEO. Okay, it's Fightful who are saying that he has privately denied any talks to people close to him. This includes rumor meeting with board members as well. So apparently Fightful is saying that CM Punk has denied all talks. And all the top articles are CM Punk. Okay. Wow, like there's so much CM Punk stuff over there. Okay. WWE believes LA Knight has capped out. You know what? I agree with this too. I think LA Knight has reached the peak. I don't think that LA Knight is gonna get any more power. I think this is like one of those things that was like cool for a few months and it's gonna fade away. I can't say this. I can say this without a doubt in my mind. I'm not a LA Knight fan. Yeah, I'm not a big fan. I mean, it's cool when he does a yeah and like it's fun, but I don't see a lot in him. All right. What the hell is this? Ruby Soho attacked to take a break from social media after viral attack. Okay. It's sad, right? I mean, look at this quote right here. Social media is hell. The devil. Take it off your phone. I had to say it to my girl Ruby the other day. She did a wrestling match, and the match, the wrestling community online can be very unforgiving. They can be mean for no reason. They were just attacking her, and she was texting me about it. They're just destroying us. Delete it off your phone. This doesn't exist. I don't know. I mean, you know, I guess it's important to have social media to build your brand, especially if you're like, you know, in the world of entertainment. It's important. You cannot run away from it. But also, it's not okay to let social media control your mind like that. So you have to find a balance, I guess. I heard Punk got interest with Knuckles Fighting Company. You know, I still feel like he's got to be in Chicago for Survivor Series. I feel so, but I could be wrong. Let's see. Anyways, here we are now. Brutus Creed in the ring against Gargano. He grabs Gargano midair. Gargano in trouble. Creed gets him on his shoulders with ease over here. It's great to see these Creed brothers on Raw, right? They're just perfect over here. And now Gargano trying to slip away, trying to get on the apron. Andrew says, speaking of Punk, did you see the article about Bully Ray saying if the recent devil on AEW turns out to be Punk, that Tony Khan would be a genius? Yes, I did see it, but again, it's Bully Ray, so, you know, Bully's gonna bully. I mean, I don't take Bully Ray seriously at all, in a lot of times, a lot of occasions, so I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think Punk is gonna be the devil, you know, especially since Tony Khan got like lawyers involved and stuff in the whole thing with Punk. I don't think that it would be Punk. I really don't think so. Yeah, I really don't think that it would be Punk, because it would just, you know, be. Why would Punk sign up to all that stuff that, you know, happened in the past with him being suspended and stuff? That did not help Punk. That just tarnished his own image in the industry. Work or no work, it just tarnished his image, right? So for that reason, I don't think it would be Punk. I really don't think so. I mean, I would be very surprised if it turns out to be him. Let me know if you guys expect Punk to be back in AEW in any capacity at all. But Andy says, AJ, did you say that Ruby has been harassed? That's messed up. Why isn't AEW protecting her? It seems like it. You know, when Impact Wrestling star Giselle Shaw was being attacked online, Impact stepped in. They did. But she was being harassed for a whole different, you know, reason. It was because she came out as a transgender. And also Impact's, you know, Scott D'Amore is in a relationship with Giselle Shaw, so that's another thing. But they did step in, you know. Scott D'Amore did step in himself. So, of course, for the AEW and Ruby Soho, she's being harassed for not working a match very well. So it's different reasons, but you know what I mean. And here we are now, Brutus Creed throwing Ciampa over to the ringside area. Here we are, Ludwig Kaiser. Just when I say that these guys need to fight. Oh, okay. I wanted Creed to fight Ludwig Kaiser and Vinci, but okay, here we are. At least Ludwig Kaiser got a little bit close to the Creed brothers, and here we are now. Thanks to Ludwig, Gargano's been taken out. We've got Julius. Gotta love that. Go for the cover. It's over, guys. Creed brothers are victorious over DIY, and Ludwig here with a big-ass smile on his face. Yep, yeah, right, true. It would be hilarious, but, you know, I don't know. But But you're right, people can be really idiotic a-holes without a doubt, and you know they. I don't know what kind of a gratification or satisfaction they get out of being a-holes. Really don't know. I really don't. But Ricky, welcome back. We missed you. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Punk's not gonna be going to NWA. That would be stupid. Now, this guy, his name Billy Corgan, said, right? He threw out an open invitation to Punk. He said, "Hey, Punk, you know you're welcome being here. If you want to be here, join us for a good time, for the experience, for the good laughs. We're not gonna be able to pay you what you deserve, but you know you're gonna have a good time. That's for certain." Of course, he's not gonna go to NWA. That'd be terrible for him, right? They're never gonna be able to pay him, and he of course will not go there if they're not gonna pay him. Seems like Ruby's protecting herself. Yeah. So let's see what's gonna be happening now. Wade Barrett looking good. Barrett, I just realized it tonight, right? That Barrett looks so much bigger than Michael Cole does. Look at that. Of course, one guy's a wrestler. Guys, I just have a question right now. 1 second. A little intrigued right now. Yeah, 1 second. Because I was comparing The Miz and Wade Barrett, and it kind of hit me that. 1 second. I just want to confirm something. Okay, I forgot for a minute. I forgot how many WrestleManias that Barrett has been in, and I was like, has Wade Barrett been in just as many WrestleManias as Michael Cole has been in? No, but that's not true. Wade Barrett has worked more WrestleManias than Michael Cole, but I still cannot forget that Michael Cole actually had a one-on-one match at WrestleMania with Stone Cold Steve Austin involved in it. Crazy times. WrestleMania 27 was, I mean, they still owe us all an apology for it. They do. Punk is going to do the DWL for real now. What is DWL? What is that? Wait.
Forget about that. No, forget about that. That was then. Tonight's a big night for you.
I forgot Jey Uso's still on Raw, right?
World Heavyweight Champion. Zayn.
You're right, Andrew. Still to come. We got Sami Zayn versus Seth Rollins. Again, lots of shenanigans are possible. I think it's almost a given that Drew McIntyre is going to interfere, you know, based on the fact that he showed up but he left. I think Drew McIntyre is for certainly showing up tonight. He has to, right? He has to. Otherwise, it would mean nothing that he showed up to the building only to leave like the next second. And Andy says, I almost left YouTube when you were gone, ages, since a lot of people were harassing me for my comment. Really, Andy? You know, look, Andy, I'll tell you this, and this is for everybody, not just for Andy. Never leave anything because people, you know, are troubling you. You should fight back. You should really fight back. Really should. You know, because you're not there at anywhere to please people, to please others. You're there for yourself. And if YouTube gives you entertainment, or if YouTube is something you enjoy, you should definitely not feel forced to leave, because some people, look, people are always going to harass you, right? That's just how people are. Some people are nice and supportive, many are not. And you just have to fight back. So I know, Andy, sometimes it's not worth fighting, you know, the war, and it's not worth, you know, giving it your time. But the best thing that I would do, and I would suggest, is that just ignore the negative. You don't have to argue. You don't have to get into confrontations. You don't have to, like, you know, get into the arguments with people. Just ignore them. And I've learned that through the years as well, running the Instagram page and stuff. A lot of times people just look for confrontation. They just look for arguments, right? And earlier I used to unfortunately encounter a lot of negativity as well. But you know, then, and it used to hit me a lot, really in my heart. And I'll tell you, I'm like a very sensitive guy in real, right? Things can really get to my heart very quickly, and I can think about it, and I can be upset about it for weeks. I'm not even lying right now, right? It's true. I can be very sensitive like that. And it was hard also for me to encounter such people and such negativity. But, you know, you kind of understand the psychology behind such arguments and stuff. They just want to mess with you, and you don't want to do that. Why would you allow people to mess with them? So you have to ignore them. That's the best thing that you can do. And or sometimes you reply to them in the best way possible, in the way that they don't expect for it to happen. You reply to them with positivity. And when you do that, they have nothing else to say. They have nothing left to say. And that's the best way. A lot of times, even today, when I'm on Instagram, right, people will come off on my comments with very smart comments, right? Very smart-ass comments. Very sarcastic, very negative. And I reply to them in the nicest, most polite way possible. And you know what can they do? Many a times they delete their comments, or I win their respect, or I win other people's respect, and that's the best thing to do. Just reply, or don't reply, or if you want to reply them with super positivity. And you know, the power of positivity can work really, it can really work wonders. Yeah. Anyways, let's see. But much love to you, Andy. I'm always here for you. We all are here for you. But we've got Tony saying, Powerhouse Von Wagner. Who wrote this, Nick Khan? Von Wagner. I know that Alpha Academy is going to NXT tomorrow night. I wonder if they're going to come across Von Wagner. You know, Maxine Dupree and Wagner, they've got a history. Remember that? Yeah. The block button is a beautiful thing. You're right, Truth. It's a great thing, you know. Power to the people with a block button. That's why I'm still here, AJ. There's always going to be haters out there. Indeed, Andy. And you know, we're always here for you. So, you know, we always got you, brother. But, yeah. I get it. I get it. You know, there's a lot of negativity. But, you know, I've got to give really big up to everybody here, by the way, for, you know, being just so nice and supportive and loving. Because you are one of the reasons why, you know, I'm still here and I'm still doing what I do and actually enjoy doing this. Because if it wasn't for you guys, you know, who do I have? I mean, you know, in this community, nobody else. You guys are so important to me. So thank you once again to everybody. And it's not easy. You know, it's not easy. So thank you. Yeah. That's right. Pancakes are important too. Speaking of that, anybody plans to go to WrestleMania next year? Because I haven't. Anybody plans to go to WrestleMania? Let me know. Right? Anyone? Let me know. And gotta click on the person's name to block, Andy. You're right. Yeah. Thank you. So if you'll see like 3 dots, right? If you go to the comment, you'll see like 3 dots, I believe. Click them and you'll be able to block them. I believe on phone you just click the comment and you'll block them. That's right. Here we are now, Becky Lynch.
Tonight, can I get your thoughts on this #1 contenders battle?
Is she the Battle Royal too?
At the Women's World Championship at Survivor Series.
Well, the man has come around to Mohican Sun Arena looking for a fight. That happens to be against the entire Rollins division that count me in. That fight leads me back to the championship that carried me. And if that fight lead us to what would be the most anticipated match on Survivor Series, the man Becky Lynch versus Rhea Ripley, then count me in.
I'm not trying to sneak up on you. I was just waiting for you to turn around so I can tell you to your face that not one woman is throwing me over the top rope tonight. Which means I'm gonna win. Which means it'll make you the happiest I've been since I broke your release.
That's terrible. Why do we have Nia Jax in this Battle Royal? You know, if she wins, it's gonna be the most terrible thing. Like, this show has been good, but if Nia Jax wins, you know, I'm gonna have a very different opinion of it. Alright, what else do we have? Don't plan to go to WrestleMania. I might go to, there's this heart that's blocking it. I might go to Final Battle next month. Final Battle. What is that show? 1 second. Oh, Final Battle. Okay, alright. That's cool. That's awesome. It's gonna take place. What days is it taking place exactly? December 15th. December 15th. Okay, that's awesome, brother. Right in the holidays. I like that. That's awesome. True, that's awesome. You know, if we were talking about like tag team championships, this is the perfect example, single perfect example of how much the company cares about tag team championships. You know, Chelsea Green and Piper are tag team champions. Piper never won that championship. She just grabbed the title and she said, "I'm the tag team champion now." What the hell? And they have been actually tag team champions since then. And how many times do you see these two ladies go to NXT to defend those titles? Not a lot of times, right? So that's really how much they care. But here we are now with Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark. Seems like a tag team over there now.
Is everybody correct? That's an inside joke right now.
Alright, an inside joke. We've got ouch from Andrew. Okay. James says, wait, what was that ouch for, Andrew? Wonder. James says somehow the main event will involve Drew McIntyre, the Judgment Day, Cody Rhodes, and Jey Uso will become Survivor Tag Team. Damn it. I think James spoiled that right now. I think so. You know, because it's true. It's true. If you count the number of people who could be involved, that shapes it perfectly for it to become a Survivor Series Tag Team War Games match. It's true. I think James just gave us a big ass spoiler over there for what's going to happen in the last main event of the night. We haven't seen Cody Rhodes all night, you know, at all. So very, very true, James. I think you just gave us a big ass spoiler. Indeed, Nia is there to cause havoc. That's right. A lot of people are gonna just hopefully, you know, come together to eliminate her. Hopefully that's what's going to be happening. We know much love. AJ, I've always have respect for Camille, even when she knows she can make more money out there. Yes, she is loyal. And I don't know, honestly, no offense to Camille. I really respect Camille. You know, she's great. Very talented. Super classy. Incredible overall, right? And she says that she knows she can go elsewhere, but she likes being in the NWA and she wants to be loyal to the company. So I respect Camille as well a lot when it comes to that. She is very talented, and she can, you know, you're looking at Jade Cargill these days doing what she does. If Camille was here, she would be just as big of an attraction as Jade Cargill. Honestly, Camille is so good, flawless is what I would call her. She's great, and you will never hear anything negative about her from me, especially. She's great. So yeah, I agree. Camille can make a lot of money elsewhere, but she wants to be loyal to an NWA, which I applaud her for that. But in 2023, I don't know if being loyal in wrestling industry itself is foolish, or if it's smart, or if it's applaudable. Because if Adam Copeland, you know, WWE lifer, can go to AEW, you know, and call it professional, and Triple H can say it's just profession, you know, we're on the same page, we're okay, we're fine. You know, there's no burn bridges. I don't know if leaving one company and going to the other for your own good is anything bad. Maybe Camille should look into it, because I wouldn't very much like that. I would like Camille in the NWA. I'm sorry, but I would also like him in AEW or WWE. So, you know, it's all about your personal and your professional growth. And I think NWA should be understandable of that too. You know, they should also help her go out there and make a name for herself out there. If you look at WWE itself, right? They also help people grow out of the WWE. For example, you know, you talk about The Rock or John Cena. They helped them transition to Hollywood for that reason. And here we are, though, Xia Li attacking Becky Lynch from behind. I'm not too sure about these Xia Li's random ass attacks, but okay. We've got, that's right, true, big ol' eyes here for Xia. That's right. Tony says Jade Cargill's debut. I don't think so. Not tonight. Not tonight, Tony. Man, Natalya standing in the ring made me feel for a second that was Dana Brooke. No, but that's Natty. That's Natty. And Xia Li is being ejected from ringside. The fans popped at her ejection. Ricky, I see those big ol' eyes, brother. I see those. I'm sorry you never heard that from me. No, that's okay, James. But you totally spoiled the main event for us. I like that. I would like the Unholy Alliance that think that's their name be Women's Tag Team Champions. Nothing against Chelsea. The Unholy Alliance. Is that right, Andy? That's an interesting name. Okay. Comment that got Becky said tonight. The comment that Becky said tonight. I know. That's right. Yep. It's good. Good for James. Welcome, says Ricky. I like that. We've got, I see Jade Cargill being at NXT. So Ricky thinks, and Ricky said this before as well, that Jade Cargill will probably go to NXT, which should be interesting. Definitely will be interesting. Alright, Andy says, had 𝗕𝗄𝗆 come to WWE, I would have preferred her than Jade Cargill. When Jade showed up at whatever pay-per-view she was spotted on, she would have wore a dress instead of wrestling outfit. When she showed up in a wrestling outfit, that made a lot of people, including myself, to believe that she was gonna wrestle. But no, she was just there for an appearance, and then we see her a lot of times after that as well, just for appearances. We still don't know what brand she's choosing. She teased a lot of times on social media she was gonna join Raw, but of course she did not, or at least has not yet. So we'll see what happens, but she likes keeping us all on our toes and, you know, on the edge of her seat, I guess. Alright, let's see. What else do we have here? Sting is gonna wrestle on Collision? Did not know that. Oh, it's gonna be a trios match. So Sting, Darby Allin, and Edge are gonna fight Lance and the Righteous in a trios match on Collision. That's exciting. It's definitely exciting. Nice. That's nice. Very nice. Speaking of AEW, Ric Flair recently made a comment, right, that all those people, all the haters that are hating on Ric Flair being in AEW, they're jealous of Ric Flair that he's back on TV. That's right, that's the drip of Ric. And we've got, I love to see Bianca vs. Jade vs. 𝗕𝗄𝗆 has Big and Hugs match for Backstage at WrestleMania. That'll be a huge match. Okay, Ricky says Bianca, Jade, and 𝗕𝗄𝗆 triple threat would be a huge match for WrestleMania. Absolutely, you know. 𝗕𝗄𝗆 just out there, super good. Camaro versus Charlotte would be another match. I'm pretty sure a lot of people would like to see. Another big one. Yep. Andy says that would be big indeed. Sting wrestling at Collision. Oh dear, Ricky. Okay. Warm up match before Full Gear. Yes, that makes sense. Totally makes sense. Full Gear should be interesting. But that's awesome. True that you're going to be going to the ROH show next month. Hopefully December 15th. That's very exciting. True. That is really exciting. About WrestleMania, I'm still not certain. I still want to hear from anybody who, if you guys are planning to go, because if you are, you know, I might show up. So it all depends on the schedule. Of course, I'll get press passes, so the tickets should be free, but I'll have to pay for the flights and stuff. So that's gonna be that. In 2019, they paid for everything. So in 2019, they paid for flights and the hotels and the tickets. I got a VIP treatment. But technically, these days, they only pay for your tickets for press and media. So let's see. That was like an exceptional case back then. You know, it was like a miracle. Anyways, here we are now with Nikki Cross standing in the center of the ring. Flair signed multi-year contract with AEW. Yes, brother. Yes, multi-year indeed. Also brings in his, his energy drink as part of the deal. It is now AEW's official drink. Now, question: as many matches we got? Full Gear card. Let's see, Ricky. 1 second. Full Gear, 2023. Well, we still have some time before the show takes place. So, of course, there's gonna be more, little more build up. You know, right now it's November 7th. November 18th is when we get Full Gear. So, you know, about a week or so. But so far we've got 6 matches. I'm pretty damn sure it's got to go up to like 10 or 11. Yeah, that's usually the case. But 6 matches thus far, and honestly, I like this number a lot. I like when we have about 6 to 7, right? 7 also being too much. I think 6 is good. 6 is great. So, yeah, I would like for them to stick with 6 or If you want to go out there, 7 or maybe 8, not more than that. But right now we've got 6 matches for Full Gear. Yep. I can't wait for Sky Blue and Julie Hart's teaming together for House of Black, says Andy. I like that. And here we are now with more people coming in. Tegan Knox is back. There you go. The rumor was true. Knox is cleared, and she's back. You know, Raquel Rodriguez is like Apollo Crews right now. She smiles too much. She shows off her back too much. Probably should stop doing that. Look, she's smiling and she's talking to the fans and stuff more than she's looking at the camera. She should be looking into the camera more and talking to the fans less. This is not a house show. This is literally a TV taping, so... anyways, Raquel Rodriguez is a bit too nice, bit too happy, bit too, I guess, cheerful to be taken seriously. But Nikki Cross standing in the center of the ring, I guess, obviously attracting some unwanted attention right there. And everybody actually goes after each other except for Nikki Cross. Nobody wants to touch that freak show, it seems. Nia Jax takes down all the ladies who were going after her, and they all collapse down to the floor. And Jax now has her eyes on the Frankenstein, Nikki Cross, it seems. Raquel Rodriguez, though, actually, she has her eyes on Raquel Rodriguez. Raquel Rodriguez has her eyes on Nia Jax, but Nikki Cross has her eyes on the hard cam in the center of the ring. They're all confused. They grab Nikki Cross. This is a joke, right? Why is this even happening? Why is this... What are they trying to do with Nikki Cross? I really don't know. This is so weird. And she... the worst part about it is that she gets eliminated, but she still has to stand ringside with a poker face staring at, I guess, into the crowd. And can you imagine if there's somebody sitting ringside making faces, funny faces, trying to make Nikki Cross laugh, and she just has to like try her best not to laugh and just look into the crowd with the poker face? That is so funny. If I was sitting ringside, I would definitely make some faces. Yeah. Nikki is zombified, yes. You guys, have you played that game SmackDown vs. Raw 2008, if I'm not wrong? Or was it 9? Yeah, it was 8 or 9. I think it was 8. Where Santino Marella, he turned into a zombie. It was like a Road to WrestleMania mode. Yeah, he turned into a zombie. Yeah, that's what happened to Nikki Cross here. Chris Statlander must have booped Nikki Cross too much. You're right about that. And here we are now. Yeah, that's right, Tony. Chris Statlander indeed. Piper going after Tegan Knox, it seems. Clothesline to Knox. Knox goes down. Look at the time here. We've got about an hour left. An hour exactly left before the show is going to be going off the air. So we've got an hour to go. Piper now going after Natalya. Natalya has lost so much weight, guys. Look at her. Oh, wait. Yeah, I'll take that back. From the side, I thought that was Natalya. That's so embarrassing. That was not, sorry, that was embarrassing. That was Maxine Dupree. I thought that was Natalya. I looked at the blonde hair and that outfit. I was like, that's Natalya. That was Maxine, not Natalya. I was like, it's unbelievable how thin her legs look. But no, that's not Natalya. That's embarrassing. Okay, Nikki's so talented and just continue to have her come off weak. Yeah, they just show her off like a joke. Maxine takes out Piper, but she's gonna pay for it considering she's clearly distracted on the apron. Poor Maxine taken out by Nia Jax. Man, I hate Nia Jax so much. That's terrible. And now, Casey on the back of Nia Jax. Man, these ladies need to get together and take out Nia. They really do. And Kaden Carter, Casey trying to take out Nia, but Nia too big, too strong for both the ladies, singling out both of them. I don't know, guys. This match is kind of like lackluster to me. Alright? I thought Becky Lynch was in the Royal Rumble, is she not? Oh wait, she was taken out, I'm sorry. Becky Lynch was taken out. So obviously she's not in the Rumble. But this seems like a lackluster match in general. Drew says Nia is just good at her job. That's right, that's true. But still, I hate her. And Ricky says, oh, AJ, you is not Maxine, you see is Mandy Rose. Yeah, that's right, brother. Gary says, I'm thinking that Nia Cross might be a character with Bo Dallas. That's interesting. Interesting. I'm not sure where that's coming from, Gary, but that's it's interesting. Okay, I'm still here. I got booted off for a you got booted off, Andy. I'm not too sure how. I mean, sorry about that. Okay, well, let's see. I hate Nia Jax too, says Ricky. Okay, I know Nia Rose is better at Nia Jax. You know, Nyla Rose. You mean Ricky? Yeah, you mean Nyla Rose? Probably. Yeah. But that's an interesting take. I agree with that. Nikki Cross, Bo Dallas. It's very interesting. Anyways, here we are now at Zoe Stark. The boot to the face of Kayden. Kayden going after Zoe now. Yeah, this match definitely seems like a bit lackluster. And how many people did we have in total, you know, when the bell rang at first? Did we even have 20? I don't think so. But we've got Sami Zayn, Jey Uso, Drew, Seth, Cody versus Judgment Day Survivor Series. That's when Drew will turn heel. James here with another spoiler. I like that, James. Welcome back. Yeah. I like it. Alright, we've got, is Bo Dallas dating Liv Morgan? That's what I've heard from Dirt Sheet. I believe that they were dating at one point. I'm not sure if they're still dating. But I do believe reading that as well. And Ivy now, by the way, with another elimination over here. Kayden. Alright, Ivy Nile just showing off her pure strength. Pretty sure Nia Jax is going to go after them. Wow, Ivy now with another impressive elimination, taking out both of the 𝗕cie Square members. That is Katana and Kayden. That was sweet. We got Nikki Cross, looks like a character from the Night of the Living Dead. Indeed. I don't know where they're going to be going with this. My problem with Nikki Cross right now is that I am almost certain that they are going to take this character nowhere. And Nikki Cross is probably going to get released. And this whole thing is going to go nowhere. That's why I'm afraid of whatever is happening. But if they do something with it, I'll be so happy. But I'm afraid it's just going to end up being nowhere. So, you know, knowing WWE, I've got a big feeling that it's going to go nowhere. But we shall find out. We've got the power of Ivy Nile. And indeed, you know, doing all of that, tossing that woman while standing on the apron, but still maintaining her balance, still not tripping, still not falling down yourself or even slipping for a little bit. It's cool. Ivy Nile is cool, without a doubt. Liv and CJ Perry are still together. Well, interesting, Tony. Okay, that's good. Coming on TMZ, Lex Luger marries Miss Elizabeth. I see you, Tony. I see you with that comment. All right. With that being said, guys, we're actually going to be taking a look now at some of the WWE stars, and we're going to judge them and see who is going to be who's being used and who's not being used at all. Right? We're going to do that. Have some fun. So first we got AJ Styles, who probably will come back very soon. They're saying November 10th of SmackDown, so this Friday, hopefully he comes back. Alba Fire is not used anymore, right? We barely see her. Alexa Bliss, of course, she's pregnant. Amari Miller, I'm not too sure if she's being used or not. And Rich is, of course, a champion right now. Angel Garza, not used. Andy Shepard, who is that guy? Anyway, Angela Dawkins, of course, Profits. Apollo Crews here and there. Asuka is used. I don't even know about Adonis. Austin Theory, I don't know. Ava is used. Axiom, is he used at all now? Or is he history? And BFAB, again, I'm not too sure. Why or when or what. Baron Corbin is Baron Corbin. Bailey, as we know, has her stuff going on. Beth Phoenix should not be on the active list of performers. I'm not sure why she is here. Really, why is Beth Phoenix on the active list of the performers? She should not be here. Especially with, like, Edge gone. It makes no sense to have her on the list. Big E is still on the list. I see. Boa, for some reason. You've got Blair Davenport is incredible. Lashley, I'm not too sure what's going on exactly with Lashley and Street Profits. I really would like to see Lashley wrestling again. but only a matter of time. We got Braun Strowman, Brock Lesnar, well, okay. Bronson Reed is used very actively. Braun Breaker, hopefully main roster soon. Okay, then you got Brutus, Butch, Baron Saxton. I'm so glad that he was doing announcing for Crown Jewel. It was great. Would like to see more of him now. Candice LeRae is a joke to me. Cameron Grimes is another one. Carlito, okay. Carmella, the joke continues. Carmelo Hayes, okay. Kathy Kelly, alright. Cedric Alexander, the joke indeed continues. Chad Gable, alright. Charlie Dempsey, interesting name right there. Stacks, Chelsea, Charlotte, that's okay. All of this is fine. Cruz is fine. Damon Kemp. Dante Chen, I'm not too sure about him. Actually, after the recent releases, it's surprising, but I'm looking at the roster, and it feels to me that much of the roster, with some exceptions, is actually being used, is actually being featured on TV. Like we went through this roster, I guess a couple months ago, and at that time, we concluded that at least 35 or 37% of the roster was not being used at all on TV. Now, after the recent releases, we're going through the list, and it comes across like, hey, you know what, maybe the number is down to 24 or 20, or maybe 25 at max, but the number has gone down, and much of the roster is actually being featured on TV, which is great indeed. And let's see, Carlito, that's right, Tony. AG here in news, NJPW Strong Women Champion Diana Del Mondo. She might jump over to TBC in a few weeks. We did hear about that, Ricky. Yes, that's right. We talked about it earlier as well. Seems like it's going to be happening. PW Insider, Fightful, they've all confirmed the news, so that's that. Beth Phoenix should be all elite already. I believe she's under some kind of a contract with WWE right now, so that's why she's not all elite. But we'll see. Also depends on Edge, on Adam, right? How does he feel being in AEW? If he's enjoying the locker room, if he's enjoying the environment, because based on that, he would want to have his wife in there. So it all depends on his own personal experiences, I guess. But we shall see. And Tony's loving it. Chelsea's gone. Lashley should destroy Paul, get back as the belt, and bring dignity to the belt, says Andy. I agree with that, brother. I do agree with that. Yep. Alright, and here we are now. Indy is actually in the match. Indy was going to go for the big boot to Natalya. Natalya gets out of the way and throws Indy to the outside. And she gets thrown to the outside herself, this time by Ivy Nile, who I believe has had the most eliminations in this match so far. Good job by Ivy Nile. If a wrestler gets let go, they collect unemployment. Can they collect unemployment? I don't exactly know how does unemployment work, right? But I believe it also depends on your net worth, right? And how much net worth you actually have. And I believe because the wrestlers have a certain threshold, that they probably don't meet the requirements to collect unemployment, because to be unemployment you have to be below a certain threshold, right? That's what I'm assuming. So for a wrestler, I don't think that you would be entitled to any grants, because you already have made a lot of money, right? So I don't think that's the case, but let's see. Yeah, that's right, Andy. Andy says, lol, James, they're called independent wrestlers. That's right. Lashley would break in half. Lashley would break Paul in half. I would like to see that, honestly. I'd like to see that a lot. We said about the same, near similar, true, that's right, yeah. Andy, true, great minds think alike. And now these great ladies working together to take out, oh my, don't tell me that, okay. Nia Jax almost accidentally eliminated Ivy Nile. Ivy gets out of the way and Nia is out. Man, how much would I like to see, and I should say maybe, how much would we like to see Ivy Nile picking up the victory here? The best 4 women in this match, dare I say, are actually the final ladies in this match. It's so cool. Zoe's incredible. She's here. Of course, you got Shayna, you got Raquel Rodriguez, and you've got Ivy Nile. All 4 women still in the match. Nia Jax, cannot believe it, but I'm so glad that she's gone. Oh, don't tell me that. Come on. I'm leaving, guys. This is too much for me, right? I mean, I was really enjoying myself. Ivy. And then Nia comes in and she takes her out illegally. Ivy's eliminated thanks to an already eliminated Nia. I hate that. I can't stand Nia. The audacity of that lady. I cannot stand this lady at all. Anyways, Tony says justice. Okay, Ivy should win it. I know, Andy. Ivy would have won it if it wasn't for freaking Nia Jax. And now Raquel Rodriguez carrying both Zoe and Shayna. Pretty sure she's gonna. I think Zoe's gonna win, guys. I think so. Raquel's not winning it, clearly, right? Well, she's hanging off the ropes. Oh, there you go. The feet touches the floor. She's eliminated. Now we are left with Shayna and Zoe. I think Zoe's winning it. I think so. But what do I want to see? Do I want to see Shayna versus Rhea, or should I want to see Rhea versus Zoe? I would like to see. Honestly, I'd like to see Rhea versus Shayna. For that reason, maybe I'll change my pick. I'll say Shayna, because I'd like to see her going after Rhea Ripley. Even though Zoe's good, Shayna's got the character and everything, so I like to go with Shayna. Me too, AJ. I go for Ivy with Nia. I know, of course, Nia Jax crashed our party, Ricky. Of course she did. Anyways, here we are now with. There you are. Both the ladies on the apron right now. Super kick right here from the one and only Zoe Stark. Shayna Baszler on her knee, getting up real quick. Another super kick from Zoe. Man, if Zoe wins it, it's gotta be massive for her career, right? Now Shayna's gotta win. Shayna cannot lose this one. Come on. 3 super kicks. Oh my goodness! Shayna lost the match. Whoa. Shayna lost the match, guys. That's crazy. Now that's insane. Shayna has lost the match, guys. Shayna has lost. Zoe Stark is going to fight Rhea Ripley for the championship. I did not either, true. I mean, I knew that she would be like one of the finalists, but she won the match, man. And she's got to be going to Survivor Series for the championship. That's pretty massive for her. All the way from being Trish Stratus. But you know what? More power to her. We saw her at Crown Jewel Fatal 5-Way. She stole the show. She really outperformed every single other lady. She really did well, and I think this match should be a banger of a match. Rhea Ripley finally defending her title, and in a one-on-one competition, Survivor Series against Zoe Stark. I think it should be a banger. I think so. With that being said, guys, I'll be right back. Just 1 second. 3, 2, 1, and BRB. A second. Did not work the first time. I'll try it again. 3, 2, 1, and BRB. Alright, and I'm back, guys. So, I'm surprised, and I have a question. Who is this guy? Is that Reggie? Looks like Reggie to me, right? Reggie in a very hideous mask. I mean, what's happening here? I was gone, not watching NXT for some time, and we've got this guy here. I mean, is that really Reginald? Because he looks like Reginald, right? Reginald in a very weird outfit and a very weird mask. Can anybody confirm? Age is gone all mad. I know, I'm back. I'm back now, brother Ricky. True says they are gonna saving Becky versus Rhea for Mania. Yep. And also, you guys probably know this already, right? This lady, Becky Lynch, is coming out with her own book, her own new book, Becky Lynch, The Man. And it apparently is under the WWE umbrella. So WWE likes to, get every of the wrestlers' projects under their umbrella. What some people like, some people don't like. Of course, Becky Lynch here is using the name Becky Lynch. Rebecca Quinn is using the name Becky Lynch in her book. So obviously, you knew that this had to be a WWE umbrella project, and it is. They have been promoting it. They have been advertising it quite heavily. And if you click on it, you can actually purchase the book as well. It just sends you straight to the websites to purchase it. So they have been advertising it pretty heavily across their website, across W Shop, all that stuff. So Becky Lynch is coming out with her book, and also is Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey is also releasing her own book very soon, the second book of hers, second autobiography. The first one was My Fight, Your Fight, and the second one that she's now releasing is Our Fight. So this one, of course, is also going to be about her career and time with the WWE. So it's going to be interesting, I have the first book. You probably see it every single time I go live from the studio. It's kept in the back, and it's a book that I actually enjoy. I enjoy reading it. I purchased it when I was about to fly from JFK. It was going to be a long flight, and I was at my gate. I was waiting to board my flight, and in front of me was a Barnes and Nobles inside the airport. So right at the front they had the Ronda Rousey book on sale. I was like, I have to get this, and I walked up and I purchased the book, and it was a great purchase. It was a great read. Ronda Rousey's book is nice and thorough and quite with a lot of context in it. I also purchased before my flight. Another flight I purchased Chris Jericho's autobiography, which was also autographed by himself. I lost the book now. I don't know where I kept it. It's gone. It's lost. But that book was so short. It was like reading a little comic book, right? That book was so short. I read the entire book in one flight, like half the flight, like 6 hours. I read the entire book. Yeah, so, but I'm excited about Becky Lynch's book. Let's see how that turns out to be. Ronda Rousey's next book I probably will not buy right off the bat, but we shall see. But Gary says, that's Reggie. Yeah, it's Reggie. It's interesting. We used to hear the name Scripps a lot, but I never knew that Reggie became Scripps. True says Scripps was around when Reggie was still on the main roster. Yeah, we heard Scripps a lot, right? I recall Scripps, but Reggie, I never saw Reggie in this outfit, which is interesting. He's in NXT 5 with Tony D and family. Interesting, Ricky. Is he like some kind of a superhero now, like 𝗕𝗂𝗍𝗔? That's Reggie's old gimmick before coming to be a manager now. Interesting, Andy. There must have been more than one Scripps then. Probably. Because we heard Scripps a lot, right? We did hear a lot. Yeah, I have to catch up on a lot of NXT stuff. We're taking a look at Tribute to the Troops videos from back in the day. They're not doing any Tribute to the Troops this year, it seems, yeah? Rhea Ripley got to share her thoughts on Zoe Stark winning the Rumble, the Battle Royal. That's right. Rhea Ripley always looks good. By the way, are we surprised that tonight, actually, the Judgment Day has not been featured as much on TV, right? There are certain episodes of Raw where you see Judgment Day every single hour of the show, or maybe every 30 or 40 minutes, you see at least one Judgment Day member pop up. But tonight, we have not seen a lot of Judgment Day. We only saw in that tag team match, and now we're looking at Rhea. But other than that, we have not seen a lot of Judgment Day, and I like it. Tonight's show has been good. It's been quite fun. And maybe not featuring Judgment Day every single 30, 40 minutes helps, right? Because otherwise it gets repetitive. I like it. Zoe Stark getting in the face of Rhea Ripley. I don't expect Starks to defeat her at Survivor Series, but still, it should be a good match, and let's see how they can build it up leading up to Survivor Series, right? Let's see. Yeah, me too, True. That's what I thought. We did see a bigger guy also using the same gimmick. You're right. Yep, that's what I thought too. So tonight, so far, we have 2 confirmed matches coming out of this show at Survivor Series. We know that Miz is going to be challenging Gunther for the IC title, and we also know that Zoe Stark is going to be fighting off Rhea Ripley for the women's title at Survivor Series. So far, we've got 2 matches that are confirmed for the show. Another WWEshop.com pitch. Alright, so what else do we have here? November... I know, Tony. They're selling a lot of NFL legacy belts. And they're not cheap either. You know, they're going off at a very high price too on WWEshop.com. I'm not sure how many NFL fans would want to buy a WWE version of their NFL, team's championship belts, but let me know if you would like to buy it. I mean, I'm not an NFL fan, so it doesn't interest me, but I'm for certain that if there's a WWE fan and an NFL fan, right, they would probably be interested in something like that. So that's interesting. Seth Rollins should be heel champion, says James. I miss the architect too. I get what you mean. But more than Seth Rollins, Randy Orton should be a heel champion. We all know Randy Orton is perfect as a heel. It drives me nuts that he's not heel, that he hasn't been heel in the past year or so. And I really hope that when he comes back, I really hope that he heals it up. Seth will never be a heel, Jimmy, says Tony. Why do you say so, Tony? Why do you think that Seth is not never going to be a heel? Is that because he's married to Becky Lynch? But it's interesting. Anyways, we're going to get a tag team title match next week. Cody and Jay are going to fight the Judgment Day. With that being said, it is time for the main event already. Yes, it is. Crazy. So, time flies when you're having a good time, and I guess tonight we are having a good time because that's why we have now come down to the main event of the show already. Sami Zayn is making his entrance, guys. The main event is indeed upon us. We are entering the last 30 minutes of the show very quickly. It's going to be Sami Zayn versus Rollins for the world title. And apparently, just like James said early on, right, we could be seeing a lot of people interfering in this match. We could be having Cody Rhodes. We could be having the Judgment Day, Drew McIntyre, Jey Uso. Lots of possibilities in it. And of course, all of this could be leading to a War Games match at Survivor Series. So let's see. But Sami's in the ring here. My guess is I'm not sure who's gonna win or lose. I'm not sure who's gonna interfere or not. But what I'm certain about is that we're gonna see at least 4 commercial breaks in this match. And look at that. With that being said, we are already entering the first commercial break of the night. My prediction is that we're going to get at least 4. Let me know how many commercial breaks do you see actually happening in this match. The first one already upon us as Sami Zayn makes his entrance. Who will end Roman Reigns' reign? Unfortunately, I feel like it's going to be Cody Rhodes. Even though I don't want it to be Cody, I think it's going to be Cody who's gonna take the title away from Reigns. I don't want it to be Cody, though. I really don't. Alright, so let's see. By the way, this past week's episode of SmackDown did not do well. It seems that this past November 3rd episode of SmackDown actually did the worst since September. So in about a month, right, it did the lowest ratings. It drew the lowest amount of people to the show. So that's that. James says we're going to see 3. I say 4. Let us know, guys. What do you think? How many commercial breaks are we actually going to get in this match? The first one already upon us. Andy says Seth will be a heel after either Roman no longer in WWE. LOL. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, don't know if Roman Reigns is going to go to Hollywood or not. Nick Khan did say like a couple years ago that the WWE is going to help do whatever they can to help Roman Reigns transition over to the Hollywood industry. So let's see if that's actually going to happen or not. Alright, so with that being said, guys, commercial break still going on. Also, guys, I have to let you guys know that that 1 second, I don't know the dates yet, but yeah, 1 second, I'm gonna pull up the dates because I have to let you guys know when I'm not gonna be here, because we have like a big festival coming up, so I'm gonna be away for a couple days, and those days are gonna be Friday Night SmackDown, and Saturday Night Collision. This week I'm not gonna be here, guys, so just letting you guys know in advance that Friday and Saturday nights I will not be here, so just letting you guys know. Alright, so let's see what else do we have here. But I'll be back Monday night, guys, for Raw. Let's see. We got SmackDown was also on Fox FS1. That's right. That's another good point, Gary. FS1 indeed. And he also says we're going to get 4 commercial breaks tonight. And anytime, they switch channels, they go to different networks, they lose viewership because there's always going to be a portion of the fan base that isn't going to be sure where they are. That they don't follow them on social media. They don't go to these Twitter and other social media platforms at all. They only watch TV casually. So that fan base obviously will be lost anytime they change networks. That's that. Also, there'll be people who wouldn't have FS1, let's say, on cable. So that's another thing. I would like to see CM Punk or Randy Orton or Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns, says James. For me, I would say I'd love to see Randy come in, super heel. I love that so much. Yeah, Andy says, I agree with you, Ricky. This was also an FS1. That's right. No one beats Roman Reigns. He's going to be your champion forever, says Ricky. That would be nice. It's been great hanging out with you, buddy. James, it's been great hanging out with you. Thanks for being here, I've got to say. And it's been a pleasure talking to you, even though you spoiled the main event for the night. I'm just kidding. But it's been great. You're awesome, James. Thanks for the love. But Ricky says, AJ, I'm going to miss you this Friday. I'm going to miss you too, Ricky. I'm going to miss you too, brother. And our incredible host is very busy guy, Andy. Busy for the world, never for you guys. Thank you for the love, though. Thank you. You're awesome. And let's see. We have another commercial break going on still. Oh, my God. But by the way, this commercial break has been so long. Really, it's been a long commercial break. Still going on. And it's only the first of many. Hopefully, this is it. Okay, we're back now. Forbes says that Crown Jewel 2023 was a big night for the company's biggest stars. Sure it was. ESPN says Rhodes found out the Judgment Day's interference to defeat at Priest. Okay, ESPN. Bleacher Report says Rhea Ripley grows stronger. Okay, Bleacher Report. But it still drives me nuts that Saudi Arabia is getting all these big events, right? The WWE started all of this off. Of course, now we have UFC, which Dana White actually said that it was Vince McMahon who actually made this whole deal between the UFC and in Saudi Arabia actually happened. It was him 100% who made this whole UFC Saudi Arabian thing happen. So that doesn't surprise me at all. Of course, TKO, Vince McMahon, already his relationship with the Saudis. It makes sense that Vince McMahon was a mediator in getting Saudi Arabia and UFC together. So that's that. But also this big boxing match that we had this past, I believe, 2 weeks ago. It was big. We had all these big singers come in for their performances. Then you had, these Eminem and all these Vince McMahon of the world. We had Mike Tyson in the audience, and you had all these big celebrities tuning into the show. Then the fighters and themselves, right? I mean, on top of that, you've got, of course, WWE, UFC. You've got the FIFA World Cup coming into Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia is slowly transitioning to the world leader in sports and combat sports. It's true. I mean, look at all these big events happening, from combat sports to boxing. You talk about football. It's getting everything. It's getting the best of the world. It really is. But anyways, thank you, James. I really appreciate that. We've got Cody Rhodes' story has more chapters than Moby Dick. I see you, Gary. That's true. Yeah, Cody's got a lot going on. Indeed, brother. Braun Breaker could cut him in half with his spear, says Andy. Yeah. With that being said, we're still getting the Crown Jewel video package. And while all of this is happening, Sami Zayn is standing awkwardly or sitting awkwardly in the ring, interacting with the fans, or maybe just watching this whole video package unfold. And Sami Zayn is no part of the video package, mind you, right? Yeah, there you are. We're back finally. And now we're going to get an entrance for the champion, Seth Rollins. This is a joke. That's why I did not want the title match to take place tonight, because, we all know that this is not going to be a legit title match. It's going to be like a commercial. That's it. And because Vince made it happen to appease TKO, you know it. You know it, Gary. That's true. Yeah, Cody Rhodes. The man, the myth, the legend, indeed. And here we are now. Seth Rollins making his way out, wearing the same outfit actually from Crown Jewel, rocking the pink. Good for Rollins. You guys remember when Seth Rollins tried to be like the Messiah? It did not work out, did it? It did not sit well with me either. You know, I did not understand what he was doing when he was trying to be the Messiah. I don't know if he was trying to start a cult like CM Punk's Straight Edge Society, or what the heck was he even trying to do, right? And then they came out with this like merchandise for Seth Rollins where he was like portrayed as the Messiah. It just did not come across as very well to me, and of course did not work out. Seen a fake retirement of our Hollywood called. It's so funny, right, when people react in such a loud way to something like that happening. Do people really expect John Cena to hang it up at Crown Jewel? Really? I mean, I'm looking at all these dirt sheets speculating or writing these long-ass articles about CM Punk possibly retiring, and I just laugh. I'm like, why are you wasting everybody's time right now? Cena is not retiring. You know, no way in hell. So, you know, and he's not going to go anywhere until the Hollywood strike is over either. So, I love Cena. I've got a lot of respect for him, but he's not retiring, and he's not going to go anywhere until the strike is over. Let's be real here, right? Let's be real here. Yeah, Hollywood is calling Cena back to reprise his role as a peacekeeper. So, there you go, right? When they call him, he's going to go away, but he'll come back. He'll come back for another paycheck. It's true. He's a businessman now, right? And here we are, guys. So, it's about to begin. Rollins needs his butt kicked for that, but you gotta agree. You're right, true. You've got to. He needs to get his butt kicked for that robe, without a doubt. You know, the audacity to wear that robe, and not once but twice in a row, right? But you've got to respect John Cena for really having the heart to put people over, right? Because not a lot of people are okay with that. If you remember, I mean, I would go back to 2010, right? Jake Hager, then known as Jack Swagger, was an up-and-coming talent. Mr. Money in the Bank. He actually cashed in his briefcase on Chris Jericho for the world title. And, you know, it's recalled that Chris Jericho did not take that very well. He's not okay with that. So, you know, it tells you that people don't always want to put others over, right? People feel like, okay, maybe they don't deserve it, maybe there's a lot of work to be done, not on the same level. But for John Cena to put people over, lose clean to not just Austin Theory, but also to 𝗕𝗏𝗄𝗎 SIKOA the same year, you know, John Cena really doesn't hold back when it comes to putting people over. And when he says that he's here to put people over, to help the new generation, he really is here for that. It's true. And when was the last time we had a heavyweight champion belt changing hands on free TV? It's been a long while. You're right, Gary, you're right. Is it going to be tonight, though? That's the question. Do you guys see the championship changing hands tonight? I don't know about that. But here we are now in the corner, Sami Zayn. Yep. Victor says, I'm back. Welcome back, Victor. AJ, do you think LA Knight should go after Logan Paul for the U.S. title? Yeah, absolutely. 100%. I think that's where he belongs. No offense to LA Knight, but I really don't see him being a world champion. I don't see him destroying the likes of Roman Reigns, who's like an all-time high right now. LA Knight should test the waters first with the mid-card title, with the U.S. title, and Logan Paul is over as a social media freak, and LA Knight is over, you know, with the fans right now. Them being together in a dance-off for the championship, for the mid-card title, I think it would be just picture perfect. Victor, I think you're a freaking genius for saying that. Really, somebody needs to get this in the head of the writers. LA Knight, U.S. title against Logan Paul, it's gonna work. It really is going to work. And if nothing else, Logan Paul is going to help LA Knight go over in the mainstream media too. So yes, absolutely agree with that. LA Knight and Logan Paul should have a dance-off, without a doubt. I totally agree with that, brother. Victor, you're a freaking genius for saying that. Yes. It would be better than LA Knight just going obsolete and being in meaningless matches, you know, with random people. it would be better to have him go after Logan Paul. 100% Victor. Totally agree with that. And you know, Logan Paul will be able to do what he couldn't do with the likes of, let's say, Mysterio. Because, okay, like, Mysterio's a legend. Everybody knows Mysterio. So it's cool when Logan Paul feuds with him, right? But when he's feuding with LA Knight, think of all the clips that he can share of the promo battles with LA Knight, right? It's gonna be viral. It really can go viral because he's a good talker. So yes, absolutely. LA Knight, Logan Paul for the US title. Victor, genius. Really. And here we are now, headlock locked in on Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins throwing Sami Zayn to the ropes, rebounds, and the rebounds right here. Now Rollins trying to hit him with the German suplex with Sami Zayn, turns around very quickly. He was going to go for the bomb, but here we are. Rollins also pulls out very quickly and running over to Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn pulls down the top rope, sending Rollins to the outside, and now looking to dive down on Rollins himself. Rollins was ready for it, and here we are. Sami Zayn realizes Rollins slipping away, and he jumps back into the ring himself. And here we are now with a face-off between Zayn and Rollins. This is picking up here, and I've got a feeling we are going to go to a commercial break, and we are the second commercial break of the night. I said that we're going to get 4, we might get 5, but we're at least going to get 4, guys. We are literally, I don't even know what to say. So the first entrance to this match, we got the first entrance about 12 minutes ago, and now that we're looking at it, it's been about what? It's literally been about 12 minutes, and these 12 minutes since the first entrance, we've only got like 4 or 5 minutes of wrestling, and the rest has been commercial. Another commercial is upon us now. Second commercial of this match is upon us. Let's see. Andy says he was trying to have cult leader, but WWE was frightening about the chance. Well, it did not work out at all, did it? Absolutely did not. James says, I want to see Kevin Owens versus Roman Reigns. Kevin Owens gave Roman Reigns a good battle. He did. And Owens is great. You know, when he was sent off to SmackDown solo, I really thought that, okay, he's here for a purpose. He's here for a reason. They really are going to make something out of Kevin Owens again. I guess we're still waiting on that, but I think his time will come. That's why he's on SmackDown, right? That's right. Andy says he did. Ideally, Rock could have been the same way as Cena for the last few months. You're right. You're right about that. Yeah, absolutely. 100%. But of course, Rock is a bigger deal, I guess, right? So, but he did make that one-off appearance on SmackDown, so that was that. But of course, Rock a bigger deal, much bigger deal than John Cena. So that's that. Victor also a busy guy, right? Because he's also got XFL to worry about, if I'm not wrong. So I heard that he was trying to sell off XFL. I'm not sure where that's going now. Does Drew return, and does Breeze? I think he should. You know, Drew drove into the building. He got out of the car before he was scared away by Jackie Redmond. So I'm not sure if he's scared of Jackie or if he's going to come back, but he should come back. Yeah, James says, we are better match writers than WWE. You know it, James. You know it already. Yep, that's true. That is very true. With that being said, commercial break still going on. Still upon us. But Victor, let me know, and everybody else, let me know. Do you guys see Drew McIntyre returning in the main event? Or do you see Priest trying to cash in tonight? I think both very possible scenarios. Let's see. All right. So we got about 19 minutes left before this show is going to get over. And I'm telling you, we're at least going to get 2 more commercials before the night's over. That's definitely for you. All right, so let's see. What else do we have here? Looking on the dirt sheet. So apparently Seth Rollins has hit another major milestone. What milestone is that, though? Let's see. So, Seth Rollins wow. It's been 300 plus days since Seth Rollins was last pinned. He has not been pinned in almost a year now. So 300 plus days without Seth Rollins being pinned. That's interesting. I'm not sure if Becky Lynch ever pinned him, but in the ring, Seth Rollins has not been pinned, which is massive. Good for him. Good for him. Good champion, I guess, right? 307 plus days since he's been last pinned. And Survivor Series 2 weeks away, guys. Chicago. Lots of hype, lots of anticipation. I'm probably making a fool of myself when I say it every single time that I'm here, that I see CM Punk returning. Everybody else says, AJ, you're going to be kidding me. I see him returning, but we shall see. With that being said, right now, what we can see right now is that Seth Rollins is chopping the heck out of Sami Zayn. Again, 300 plus days he has not been pinned. I don't see him being pinned again tonight. So, Sami Zayn's not winning. It's clear as day now. Especially after that accomplishment, you know that Seth Rollins is not winning. He's not gonna drop his 300 plus days of reign to Sami Zayn on a random episode of SmackDown. It's not going to happen like that. If Priest cashes in, then Judgment Day will lose the tag titles next Monday to Jay and Cody. Absolutely. And here we are now, moonsault from Sami Zayn. Now the barricade, actually. Sami Zayn feeling it right now. The fans behind him. Seth Rollins down. But Victor, I don't see Priest cashing in at least successfully, or at least I don't see him cashing in at all. We shall find out, but right now we are here with Sami Zayn grabbing Seth Rollins' head, sending him straight back to the ring here. Seth Rollins gets up to his feet, Sami Zayn right behind him. Of course, Rollins wearing those kinesio tapes in the back. Obviously a sign of his back not feeling 100% right now. And now it's time for Sami Zayn to chop up some Seth Rollins. Yeah. Whenever I see these chops, I am reminded of Gunther. Yeah, we haven't seen Gunther wrestle tonight, and I gotta say I missed the guy. And here we are now with Seth Rollins chopping the heck out of Sami Zayn. Zayn trying to fight Seth Rollins off with those elbow strikes now. They're trading elbow strikes. Seth Rollins now with a series of elbow strikes to Zayn. Zayn goes down, going for the cover on Sami, but Sami with the kick out. That's right. Guys, it's been a pleasure watching the show with all of you guys tonight. It really has been good. Next time I'll be seeing you, it's going to be Wednesday for AEW Dynamite, which should be a good Dynamite. The first Dynamite also, which apparently will be sponsored by Sega. So that should be exciting. That should be interesting. Also, recently we came to know from AEW that they are working on more, AEW Fight Forever updates and additions and, DLCs. Apparently, AEW Fight Forever also got its new new update, which has fixed over 100 problems, 100 issues that players were encountering while playing the game. So they are constantly working on Fight Forever, which is fantastic. If they had somebody like Sega on board, the game would have been something else altogether, but still not bad. And here we are now with Sami Zayn chopping up some Seth Rollins here. Chop across the chest, elbow strike, chop across the chest, and now Seth Rollins taking a walk here around the ring. AJ Styles heel would be nice, but, I would say maybe AJ Styles face and Randy Orton heel. I would like that a lot better, because both of them are most likely going to return on SmackDown, so... Yeah, and here we are now with Irish Whip from Seth Rollins to Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn gets off, clothesline, Rollins down, Sting and Darby versus the Outlanders Wednesday. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. Sting, of course, is going to be in action. Collision, I'm not going to be watching it live, but I will catch on later because Sting and Adam Copeland and Darby Allin are going to team up in a six-man trios, tag team match. It's going to be good, because Adam Cole, Sting teaming up, you don't see something like that every day, and I want to see it. Collision, it's going to be good this weekend. But another clothesline here from Seth Rollins to Sami Zayn. Rollins now standing in the ring while Zayn rolls over to the apron. And just like I said, guys, so far we've had 2 commercial breaks. I said we're going to get a total of 4. James said we're going to get a total of 3. We'll find out. With that being said, Rollins dives to the outside. Both Zayn and Rollins are down, which makes me feel we're going to go to a commercial break anytime now, right? I can feel it. I can almost smell it. Anyways, looking at the time here, we've got about 14 minutes. I think I could be proven wrong, actually, because we've got 14 minutes left before the show's going to get over. And with that being said, this should be a cue for commercial. I mean, we just got a beautiful dive to the outside from Zayn. I thought this would be a commercial break, but no, still going on. Interesting. They are proving me wrong right now. I like that. I like to be proven wrong when it comes to commercial breaks. And Zayn now throws Seth Rollins to the inside. Seth Rollins up on his feet, going after Zayn, getting him down right there. Zayn gets up, and to the corner he goes. Rollins is feeling it. He's feeling it. Wow, both are slow. Both have slowed down, right? You can see it, quite slow. They're feeling the effects from the match. Definitely are. Guys, I've got a question, a little feedback that I'm looking for. So you might have seen that, earlier today, I uploaded 2 videos. The first video was about Gunther and the traveling restrictions that he is now facing, and the second video was on Vince McMahon and how he's helping 𝗕𝗃𝗃 come to Saudi Arabia. So those 2 videos were short. They were about 1.5 minutes each, and they were just cut clear to the point, and they talked about the respective topics, nothing else. So do you think that we should stick with this kind of videos, or should we actually go over and start making videos where they're covering a numerous topic in one video? Let me know, what would you rather prefer, one video for each topic, or in one video for numerous topic, or should we have little videos like these, 1 minute long video for each topic? What would you rather prefer? And we'll make it happen accordingly. Victor says MJ versus Dylan Garcia on Dynamite. Awesome stuff. By the way, speaking of MJF, guys, interestingly, for next year's All In 2024, it's going to take place at Wembley Stadium in the UK. MJF is not being advertised. MJF is not on the promotional materials just yet. He is not on the poster of the event. He is the current AEW champion, but MJF is not being advertised for All In as we speak right now. Orange Cassidy is being advertised. Tony Storm is being advertised. Adam Copeland is being advertised. Ric Flair is being advertised. But the current world champion MJF, the AEW champion, is not being advertised for AEW's ultimate premiere event next year, All In 2024, which makes people wonder, is MJF wrapping up with AEW? Is MJF going to re-sign with the company or not? Is there something, some buzz happening behind? Because the fact that they're not advertising MJF for All In definitely raising a lot of eyebrows. One video for multiple subjects. Thanks for that, Victor. Really appreciate the feedback. Always looking for feedback from you guys. Thank you. So maybe I'll wait and we'll put up one video covering multiple topics. I'll do that. I'll try one tomorrow. Thanks, Victor. Thank you, guys. Right, so commercial break still going on, guys, and this is the 3rd commercial break of this match. I thought that we would get 4. James said we were gonna get 3, and it seems like James is gonna turn out to be right, because we're about 10 minutes away from the show going off the air, and there's no way in hell that they're gonna give us 2 commercials in the last 10 minutes of the match. So it's gonna be 1, and it's most likely gonna be, it's going to add up to being 3 commercial breaks in this match. So I guess James was right. And, James has been right tonight, which makes me feel that James could be our next predictions champion. I mean, True better be there. Okay. But with that being said, it's not going to be easy taking off titles from True. True is the best. But, yeah, commercial break still going on. Again, got to thank everybody for being here. It's been a great night watching wrestling, watching Raw. Let's see how AEW Dynamite is going to be tomorrow night. On Wednesday night. Should be good. All right. So, I'm planning something fun for Survivor Series, by the way. Haven't told you guys yet. But I'm planning something fun for Survivor Series. You guys are most likely going to be surprised when Survivor Series is around the corner. Yeah. But I'm planning something fun. And Nate is back. Nate says, so what happened so far? So Nate, welcome back, brother. So far it's been an eventful night, of course, on Raw tonight. So first, we've got to tell you who we've had Zoe Stark become the new #1 contender for Rhea Ripley's Women's Championship. Now that match between Zoe and Rhea Ripley will take place at Survivor Series. Also, on the other hand, we now know that The Miz is the #1 contender for this guy Gunther's Intercontinental Championship. So Miz versus Gunther is also going to take place at Survivor Series. These are the 2 big things that happened tonight. On top of that, Shinsuke Nakamura defeated Akira Tozawa. What else do we have tonight? I'm probably forgetting a few things. But right now we're watching this match over here. That is between this... Oh my goodness, I'm black. Seth Rollins versus Sami Zayn for the World Championship. That is happening as we speak right now. Also, we had we had Creed Brothers versus the DIY that took place earlier tonight. In that match, Ludwig Kaiser of the Imperium came in and he attacked DIY's, Gargano from DIY when the referee wasn't watching. That helped the Creed brothers pick up the victory. So this is the main stuff that's happened tonight so far. Ending early, says True. No, True, I'm not ending early. I'm still here. Not going anywhere. Just wanted to express my love and gratitude towards all of you. That's it. But I'm still here. And Victor says, AJ, no NXT watch along. Victor, tomorrow I'm not going to be here for NXT, brother, but I will be here for Dynamite. If you guys would like for me to do NXT, let me know. Make some noise in the chat. If I see a lot of people saying they want to see NXT, we're going to do NXT 2 in the future. But, so far, for tomorrow night, I've got no plans. But let me know if you guys would like for me to do NXT. But let's see, what else do we have here? Surprise, this was actually a decent Raw. No, actually, it was a good Raw. Except for the fact that Nia Jax actually, illegally eliminated Ivy Nile from that Battle Royal. It's been a good Raw. Man, I hate Nia Jax so much. It's been a pleasure hanging out with you. Thanks for the pizza. Thank you, James. Pizza? Did you say pizza? I want to have some pizza too. I never give out pizza, but I want to have pizza too now, James. Yeah, let's do some quiz. AJ says, Venom. Yeah, we're going to have the trivia title on the line at random night, random game. It can happen anytime, but the trivia can be triggered randomly. The trivia title will be on the line, and it's going to be unannounced. Yes, and here we are now with Seth Rollins with a pedigree to Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn down, going for the cover, and it's a kick out. Shoulders up in time, the match continues. Do you think MJF will be leaving next year? I think it's going to be a bidding war for MJF. Honestly, I don't see it happening. I really don't. I think he's got to be with AEW. AEW is not going to let go of MJF so easily. I really don't see it. But it's got to be a bidding war, 100%. Near fall indeed, Tony. That's right, True. Definitely do NXT. All right, Nate. Thanks for the love, brother. MJF isn't going to go to AEW. MJF is in rated PG. And that's what I feel about, guys like MJF, even Jacob Fatu. Because if you look at the stuff that Jacob Fatu can do in the ring and outside of the ring, it's not very PG. And it won't be fit for WWE kind of an environment. Jacob Fatu is ruthless in the ring. The stuff that he can do, moonsaults of the steel cage, even with his size, throwing off his opponents recklessly. Jacob Fatu is going to be a disaster for the WWE because the WWE would like to contain him, and they would like to contain his in-ring personality and all that he's so well known for. And that might not be the best fit for the company or for Fatu himself. So for that reason, I feel like Fatu as a wrestler would prosper in AEW, but storyline wise and with the history of Samoans in WWE, he would be better off in WWE. So it's gonna be interesting. It's like Harry Potter. He would have been great in Slytherin, but he was also great in Gryffindor. So very similarly for Jacob Fatu, that he would be great either race. But here we are, guys. To nobody's surprise, Seth Rollins defeats Sami Zayn, and the streak continues. He is still undefeated. And Sami Zayn's sitting over there like we all thought that he was going to win. We all knew he was not going to win, brother. Of course, Seth Rollins still the champion. That's right, Victor. That's right. No surprise here. Seth Rollins had to win. AJ, will you see if you could interview NXT star Carmen? I will definitely try, Andy. Carmen, you want me to interview Carmen? Actually had a little interaction with her on social media not too long ago. I'll try. I'll reach out to the WWE and see if I can interview Carmen. That should not be a very big problem. Definitely will try. I was so happy last year when WWE was going to go TV14. Then they changed their minds. Sponsorship. That's more important than anything else. So of course, they changed their mind, mate. Thank you, my brother Andy. And Andy, we're always here for you. You please take care of yourself, your health. I hope you feel better soon. But, James, no Drew tonight. We did not have Judgment Day come in. Is it funny? Isn't it funny, guys, that tonight's Raw has been good and Cody Rhodes was not on tonight's Raw? I think it's a funny coincidence, but I like it. But here we are now, Judgment Day stepping in and going right after Seth Rollins like hounds of dogs over here. And Sami Zayn. Seth Rollins now flying to the outside, trying to take out the Judgment Day, trying to protect Sami Zayn. But the Judgment Day not going to go easy on either targeting both Sami and Seth. We've got Finn Balor and seems like JD McDonough stepping into the ring over here. That's right. Oh dear. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Jey Uso coming in, looking for some trouble. I guess this is it. This is what James was talking about. The setup for War Games. Man, Dominic in War Games is going to be good, right? It's going to be great. And here we are now. Jey Uso ring over to the ropes. Rebounds and a spear from Jey Uso to Finn Balor. Meeting with a super kick from Damian Priest. Jey Uso down. And now all these Judgment Day boys going after him. And now we finally have the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, coming out. Okay. Rhodes going after Damian Priest. They're battling it out ringside, and now in the ring over here. Yeah, it's a setup for War Games. James, you were right. You were right, James. War Games is being set up, and now we've got a bunch of referees coming in here to separate these people. We got Cody, we got Seth, we got Sami. Yep. And Cody now. And of course we got Jay as well. So we got 4 versus 4 over here. War Games indeed. And now Cody on top of the commentator's desk with Damian Priest. What's happening here? Was it Dominic? Was it Dominic? Okay. Sorry, that was Dominic. War Games? Is that right, Adam Pearce? That's gotta be it. It's gonna happen. War Games indeed, guys. That's it. Still not the same without William Regal announcing War Games, I'll tell you that. But still cool. We're gonna get War Games. It's gonna be Judgment Day versus Cody and the boys. War Games. Sweet. Hey, Jey Uso is no stranger to War Games, right? He's no stranger to that. But here we are now. Still, the war continues. They still continue to brawl out here. Cool. War Games happening, guys. Cody Rhodes, of course, cleaning the slate, taking out everybody all by himself. You know, Seth Rollins might be the world champion. Seth Rollins might be the guy who just fought this crazy main event and defending his title successfully. But Cody Rhodes is going to be, of course, the talk of the town once we go off the air, because he's Cody Rhodes. All right. And with that being said, we end the show in pure chaos. War Games upon us. We got Seth, we got Jay, we got Cody, and of course, we got Sami versus the Judgment Day inside the War Games match at Survivor Series. It's gotta be good. It's gotta be sweet, for sure. All right, everybody. I'd like to thank all of you for the love and for being here. It was sweet watching the show with all of you, and now my chat actually froze up for a second, but it's back here. Thank you for that. And let's see, what else do we have here? We got Judgment Day. That's right. I see all of this over here. Cody, War Games, that's right. Hell yeah, says Tony. Hell yeah. Holy crap, says Tony. Victor says War Games. Indeed, Cody is happy. He's happy. He looked happy for sure. Venom, love it. Holy Sheeta, 7 out of 10. I like that. Ricky, 4.5 out of 5. 8 out of 10 from Victor. 4.5 from Tony. Ricky gives it a 7. James gives it a 10 out of 10. I like that a lot. No, it was a good show. And, you know, we set up not 1, not 2, but 3 big matches for Survivor Series. First, we've got, most importantly, the War Games match set up. We've got the IC title match set up. We've got the Women's World Championship match set up. So Survivor Series is shaping up to be a great show. 2 weeks away, Chicago. Is CM Punk gonna come in? From looks like it right now, you know, it doesn't look like it's gonna be the case, but you know, I still am keeping the hope alive, and I'm hoping that he comes back. I think it's gonna be quite a moment. But even if he does not, it's still gonna be a good pay-per-view. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Much love to all of you. It was great watching the show with you. I would give overall tonight's Raw, I would give it a 8 out of 10. Really, it was a good show. And it tells you that we don't have to book Cody Rhodes or the Judgment Day for Raw to be good. You know, we could do it even without them. They were not here for the entire show. I mean, Judgment Day was there for the tag team, but Cody was not. The Judgment Day wasn't featured throughout the show, but still, we had a fantastic Raw. And it shows you that the show is not built around any more one stable, one faction, or one star. It's about the collectively as built on the locker room. And tonight, every single one of those guys that wrestled tonight really proved it. From Akira Tozawa, dare I say it, all the way to the Creed brothers, all the way to Cody. They all did a great job making tonight's Raw fantastic. Thank you, everybody. I hope everybody has a good night. Sleep well. Much love to all of you. James, you were on point with the prediction tonight when it comes to the War Game stuff. Ricky, thanks for the NXT chance. I like that. And see you Wednesday, indeed, Tony. See you Wednesday, everybody. Take care, Andy. You get well soon. Take care. Much love to you. And we're always rooting for you, Andy. We're here whenever you want to talk, right? Thanks, True. Thanks, everybody. Victor, hope everybody has a good night. Sleep well. Tony, take care. Gary, take care. We got Nate in the house. Ricky, everybody, Andy, Venom, James, all of you guys. Take care. Good night. Sleep well. And, of course, we're going to be seeing you for Dynamite on Wednesday. Much love, guys. Take care, Andy. Ricky, bye-bye. Take care, Ricky. Take care, True. Bye-bye. Good night. See you Wednesday for Dynamite. Much love, and this is AJ signing off. Good night, guys. Take care, and a thank you. All right. Bye.